Happy Pirates Day.
Hi.
Alright, St. Patrick's Day. We're it's extended recess. It's been 2 weeks. Oh wait, hold on.
Everyone's getting hammered.
St. Patrick's Day.
Hammered in the ass?
There we go. Let's make it green.
Oh no. Oh, I like that though. The purple?
This is perfect. We'll play the game entirely like this.
This is like
No, we're not gonna play it like this.
How did you do that?
I just went to color correction and just. Oh, it doesn't show the menu.
On the
Wait,
black light. Oh.
Okay, there we go. Hey, I did pick up.
Is that a Switch menu or a Slobs menu?
That was an OBS menu.
And I'm just getting the Twitch window open to add to the viewer count. There we go, so I don't want to miss a second of the Khazard stream.
Yes, and don't forget to follow and subscribe too to never miss it in the future. All right, and look, it even picked up right where we left off because we were mid-scene or something.
We just started this scene. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet.
There he is! He looks like he's been writing something!
And there's the voice.
Writing.
What are you doing here?
He's memeing?
I thought I locked that door.
He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. You write fanfiction too?
Don't be ridiculous. I am a man of culture. I do not degrade myself with such a thing as writing fan fiction, right?
You do ship fix. I see.
How does that not qualify as fan fiction? How is a ship fic any different?
Oh, because it's a step above.
I'm writing fixes, right? When a story goes wrong, only one of an intelligence such as I has right to fix it. That is what I am doing. I'm creating art out of madness.
He has a phoenix to fix it.
For example, I was just rewriting the first 3 trials we had together where I won instead of you. Clearly, mistakes were made.
I mean, that sounds an awful lot like
hold
fan
on.
fiction to me.
Is he saying that there was a mistake in getting him found not guilty?
Oh shit.
No, that was the first 3
No,
trials.
First 3 trials.
That one I only changed and I defended myself. And Wright was the actually no, I changed it so that Wright was the guilty party instead of me.
I guess you had a really tough day at court then, huh?
You write about how your dad didn't die?
I just want to point out that Hillary Clinton has donated the most bits in Kaz's stream.
That's not something.
Yes, we found the emails. They were hiding in my stream all along.
I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me?
More fuel for your fiction.
Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth! I'm rooting for you!
Allegation is a good pony name.
That's Edgeworth for you.
Those are good for your superhero land.
That too, yeah.
It's better for that because it's got a more like human name.
Also good for an alligator.
Just another day of Wright trying to get other people accused of crimes they didn't commit by pointing out my name on the gosh darned roster.
He's always trying to hide his real feelings.
For me.
No!
So, what do you want, Wright? Unlike some people, I don't have all day.
Really? You only have? So do you only have like 22 hours then? How does that work?
You know, you're joking, but I really do stay up 10 hours a night sometimes. It's called being diligent, right? You should learn it sometime.
Well, I mean, everybody stays up for 10 hours a night if they go to bed during the day.
Well, except I'm doing it working, not just, I don't know, whatever you do in your free time, playing those video games or whatever you call it.
Sucking dick.
Watching the Steel Samurai. Let's examine it.
Socking your own dick, yes, punching your own dick does sound like something Wright would do in his free time.
I wonder what he was writing before. What steamy
Don't
fictions
touch
were they?
Come on, Mr. Wright! Let's take a look! I want to see what my...
Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there. We'll have him.
Standing, silly!
Yeah, we'll have him read it for us.
You were passing notes in class. Read it aloud.
Passing notes in my office. I'll have your head for this, Wright.
Just distract him. I'll check it out.
Hey, Edgeworth!
Yes.
Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no! He's falling to the ground! Quick, you need to boost his paycheck so there'll be cushioning to save him.
1 second, right? I'll check that out in just a second, but first let me see what this girl's doing crawling around my feet.
Kissing boots.
He didn't even look. Then again, I can't blame the guy when there's a girl under the desk.
Of course I didn't look. I'm not a Looney Tunes
Wait,
character.
why are my pants unzipping?
Wait,
Sorry! I thought that's where the note fell! He's wearing briefs, by the way. What?
Oh, that's not good. You should really be a boxer, man, you know?
Letter of...
Yeah,
if
Spanish.
you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you.
See, Emma, I told you that would be the easy way.
It says letter of resignation.
Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean...
I'm tired, right?
That's probably because you're staying up 10 hours a night.
I'm tired of all the shtick. I'm tired of walking into a madhouse every day in the courtroom. I feel as if something inside me has died.
Oh no, your inner child. Just like
No,
your dad.
No, that died 15 years ago. That's been dead for a while.
Yeah.
But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault!
I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me.
It feels like some hard retconning in this case. It's my one problem with it.
And the path I've walked hasn't been just one.
Oh, so it was just two
Been a
paths?
two.
It has major Han Solo didn't shoot first feels.
I've had my bit of moral ambiguity here and there. I can't forgive myself for what I've done.
But you didn't kill your dad, we solved that.
I was talking about using forged evidence, right? Try to keep up. Not
Wait,
everything.
you
about my
used forged evidence?
What? No, I used forged. No, fuck! God damn you, right? And no one else should forgive me either. I'm utterly contemptible.
I mean, I forgive you, ma'am. That's what
you,
friends
Wright.
are for.
Fuck you, right? I don't care what you think.
You know,
You are the person I am least concerned with not forgiving me.
I know he's joking around like we always do, but I think he might actually be serious here.
As serious as a heart attack, right?
Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something!
This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything.
I don't even get the point of this retcon, because either way, he's obviously... There's no way everyone he's prosecuted was actually guilty. So he's obviously gotten innocent people found guilty either way. That hasn't changed.
Yeah, I think he's just taking... They're making him take this initial case of forged evidence really hard.
They're clearly trying to imply that he never intentionally forged evidence.
Maybe it's one of those things where, like, since he found out his first case was kind of built on a lie, he's, like, distrusting everything he's done ever. Like, what else has I not been told?
I suppose.
How much more evidence have I used that I did not know was forged?
My, what an amazing bouquet! Just right for Edgeworth.
No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. To be or not to be, Wendy. Hey, all three of those rhymed. Wendy, I've heard that name before somewhere.
And besides it, a giant steel samurai!
I mean, it's smaller than the plant. I'd say it's a medium steel samurai.
It is a collector's edition Steel Samurai, right? I told you not to touch it! It's worth more than you make an entire year!
Well, I want one!
Well, this year just started. This is my only job, so technically that's right.
Gimme! I want this one! It smells of Edgeworth!
There's something right on the bottom of his foot. It says Andy.
I'm getting the weirdest sense of deja vu!
To every cloud, there is a silver lining. Wendy. Wow, that's a lot of letters to spell Andy.
Was this the same message that was here yesterday?
Okay, I think all the stuff is gonna be the same.
Never did find out who sprayed semen all over the place.
Obviously, it was Emma.
Right, please, just think about this. Where would Emma get that much semen from? Unless... what do you want to think about? They say where there's smoke, there's fire.
Even though smoke, they pinch back.
Thinking that.
Wait, what?
You too poop.
Apparently, I was so caught up in the smoke, I lost sight of the truth.
That's very hard to see in that.
Fucking dank.
Edgeworth.
Right.
Yo, I lost sight of the truth, dog.
I lost sight. The smoke was so thick, I lost sight of the truth. The others are right. I have no right to serve as a prosecutor. I'm a joke.
That's a lot of rights, though.
But Mr. Edgeworth, you were only doing your job.
I've always made up my own decisions about what I can or cannot do. That hasn't changed. Forgiving myself is something I cannot do.
Seems self-defeating.
I must walk this lonely road, for it is the only road that I have ever known.
Oh no, he's going into his goth phase.
His shadow is the only one who walks beside him.
He's already got the cravat for it.
And his shadow's name is Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Just gonna say.
Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something. Twice I've told you and you've done nothing.
Well, I mean, it's...
Shadow's getting a pay cut.
And everyone would stop talking and do something.
Do something.
Well, okay, let's talk about his evidence.
There's no excuse for what I've done! 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict.
And only 2 years ago, apparently.
You believed it was true, man. That's all that matters.
That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I can do will ever erase that fact.
Well, unless we get a time machine.
Do you have a time machine?
Well, not right now,
Then
but...
don't bring
well-
it up, right? If you don't have it as a solution, then don't even bother.
Okay, well,
suggesting
wait, hear me out. If one of us gets a time machine, we could travel back to this moment and then fix it.
it. Do you have
Okay, I guess none of us got a time machine, since nothing happened right there. Dang it. Okay, Emma, if you get a time machine, travel back to this moment.
It's all right. With the power of science, I'm sure anything is possible. I'm time traveling right now. I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again.
Wow,
Going into the future, right?
you're amazing. See if you can go.
It is the future now.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Well, you didn't know, did you? I mean, that the evidence was falsified, not about the idiots thing, because I don't think there's any idiots here.
Oh, no, I've been surrounded by idiots for years now. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error. My responsibility is the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains the same no matter what excuses I might have.
Mr. Edgeworth!
I take pride in my work, as I do a lot of things. So tell me why? Why has it all come to this?
Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Well, are you up
Ain't
for the
nothing but a mistake. Right, tell me why.
Why what?
Are you up for the trial tomorrow?
Yes, are you up for the trial tomorrow?
And I say again, First last year's trial, and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me.
Well, someone's got to worry about you, man. You don't have a dad to do it for you.
Does it have to be you, though? Of all the people to worry about me, does it have to be the one person I can't stand on this earth?
Well,
be honest, right? You're getting on my nerves.
Well, can you sit? I mean, if you can't stand me, can you sit me?
God, I did not need a helicopter parent after all 5 of my parents died.
5?
Counting surrogates, of course.
But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial!
Shimano is the
Spoil
last.
anything.
I might have been off on that count. I think he technically only has 3, counting Karma.
Well,
Unless Karma's mom was a good influence.
Well, yeah,
Unless, I mean, like,
we're not spoiling.
Tomorrow is the last day. It is too late to change prosecutors.
Well, I mean, with those necromancy powers Karma had, I wouldn't be surprised if he's had like 3 bodies.
Karma is a necro prison. His powers can't help us. I'll bet that my superiors are banking.
They're banking on the necro prison.
They're just hoping he's turned into a sheep by now.
I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this. If I had a nickel for every single time a traumatic case from my past has come back to haunt me, I'd have 2 nickels, but it's weird that it happened twice, isn't it?
Yeah. What do you mean?
The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long as this one.
Huh. I guess that means that's all those forged lists. Now you know what it's like. Now you know what's like for the true cases.
Updated autopsy reports.
It's only half as long as most lists? That is odd. Wait, no, if it's a half, that would be even. Because it could be split evenly then.
After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do.
Suck dick.
Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty.
Or that.
No homo. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time. It was winning, right? The sweet thrill of winning and putting a man in jail.
Sammy, we just saw a picture taken around that time.
That picture. Something seems strange about it. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered. Oh, I thought I was gonna go back to 2 years ago. You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right? Excuse you.
Bless me.
I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one. Not one for all pomp and flair, you see.
Because you were awarded this?
Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony.
I mean, they do it on those celebrity award shows all the time. Could you send a surrogate or whatever?
No one showed up for the awards this year.
Send a surrogate? Right, who could possibly fill in for yours truly?
I don't know.
I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department.
Oh,
Look at this. Look at
got
all
Kappa
this.
in the chat.
Who could possibly fill in for all of this you're seeing here?
I mean, you do have that spare shirt up there. I'm sure we can find somebody your size to fill it in.
That shirt is too large for any one man to put on.
Are you saying you're 2 people? You're 2 midgets in a cravat coat?
No, I'm simply twice the prosecutor you will ever be.
Well, I'm not a prosecutor.
Attorney, then, whatever.
So you're twice
Always have to nitpick things.
You finished up at the office? Is that code for something?
Ah,
It's code for doing my job, yes. Just odds and ends, clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back.
Ah. Thank you for the bit, Timber.
I wanted to be number 2.
My chakra is activating. I must be enlightened by the situation.
Take something back? Hey, my chakra's activated!
I'm still number 2. Take that.
Thank you for the bits, Zen. Thanks for your 2 cents.
This. I was asked to take this back. Okay, now my chakra is starting to get a little out of control. I think it's beginning to overtake me.
Well, you get 7 chakras. That's your second one.
At some point, you should probably
I thought you had 8
reduce the minimum for it to pop up. Or increase the minimum rather.
Unlimited science! Unlimited science!
Oh, there's all 7 of her chakra.
Oh yeah, Chief Gibb asked you to hold on to that, didn't he?
One at a time.
I will become the ultimate science of pyramids! The ancient Egyptians learned from the scientists that came before them, as shall I rule the earth!
This is gonna be forever.
Right.
No, it's only gonna be like 5
Like we
minutes.
fucking press every button on an elevator.
It's the same color as my hair, so it looks like I just suddenly got a massive fro increase. Massive hairdo increase.
His hair just falls in his face, guys combing out.
Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago.
Half a year.
He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office.
That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to? Also, someone really likes your doorbell, Edgeworth. Says, when did you get a doorbell out of office anyways?
Good fucking question. I don't remember installing one. Oh, that was me, pal. I thought you could use a little more professionalism around here, so I had it installed while you weren't looking. Oh, damn it. Thank you, Gumshoe. Anyways, that's...
Thank you, Gumshoe, for the bits.
That is correct.
Hmm.
We were talking about screwdrivers, right?
You mean this screwdriver?
Yes, that's the one I brought back. Come now, Wright. You can't seriously expect me to just sit down.
Well, I'm handing you a screwdriver. You don't need to detail what you're gonna do with it.
You don't expect me to seriously just take this screwdriver and shove it up my ass, do you?
Well, I would hope not. That's evidence. I don't think you should do that.
I should hope not either, but that seemed to be the suggestion you were leading towards.
I wasn't suggesting anything. You're the one that started talking about sitting.
Right, get your mind out of the gutter and out of my ass and start focusing on the case you should be winning.
Get your mind out of my ass.
Well, none of this is related to the case, remember? You said so yourself. So I can think about it as much as I want.
Oh, so I did. Well, I guess I can shove that up my ass then.
Chief Gant gave this to you that day, didn't he?
And Ganton's into some weird stuff.
He asked you to bring it here from the police department.
The chief is a very competent man. But sometimes he does things that don't make any sense to me at all. Just like everyone else I work with in the workplace.
Oh, Unworthy doesn't understand.
At least it's better than being incompetent and doing things that don't make sense. Right?
A certain detective comes to mind.
Oh, yes, him too, I suppose.
Okay, the photo. This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office. I stole it.
Of course you did.
I'm surprised he didn't notice me walking out with the frame. I mean, like, this thing was huge.
Chief Gant can be a very distracted individual. Prosecutor Neil Marshall, he had just started making a name for himself.
Yeah, you know, he was just talking about Link and the Triforce and triangles and stuff. It was weird.
Did I miss a joke? What does Neil Marshall have to do with the Triforce?
No, I was talking about Gan, how he's always distracted.
Oh, right, with that giant ass organ in his room. Yes, that does make sense.
Ass organ.
Triforce.
Speaking of that, there's something to It's becoming overwhelming! Fear me! Look upon me under sparrow, ye scienceless heathens! Also, there's something that bothers me.
Is it the triangles on your forehead?
No, it's your infidelity with science. Have you given yourself over to a higher science yet?
No. But yes. What is your question? That has nothing to do with what you just said.
The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. It's a little different from yours.
Yes, you're right.
No, I'm right.
God damn it, right. I will shove this trophy down your throat and watch you suffocate on it, I swear.
Well, it's a good thing we aren't playing that drinking game yet.
Says you, I've already started. Halfway through. I need it.
I'm on my
I
second.
remember now.
Remember what? The drinking game?
I remember that 2 years ago. This was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago.
Man, that was a
2 years
crazy
ago.
year.
It was.
There's a lot happening in that year. There's a story behind its design, you see.
Yeah, 2014. Man, I wish I could remember something that happened then.
A story? Is it a bedtime story?
Oh, sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us?
It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on.
Really? That sounds contradicting.
This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale.
But I thought we were Japanese.
No, we're Japonifornians.
Ah, right.
In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters.
Contra and diction.
That's English, you idiot.
Let's translate it.
You absolute troglodyte. The first character means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you heard this story?
That's not a
Oh,
contradiction.
Fire
That's just that's just war. Me? Yeah, sure. Everyone knows that, but you should tell it for Emma's sake. I don't think she ever heard of it.
I'm ignorant! Very well.
Wow, I can't believe
should
that
tell her.
worked.
I shall tell it strictly for Emma's sake and nobody else in this room who might not have ever heard of it. Right.
Whoa, art style change.
Long ago in the kingdom of Shu, there was an arms merchant.
Bless
No.
you. Bless you.
One day, he presented the king with 2 items of great worth. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield that he claimed could withstand any weapon or blow.
See, my first thought here is, okay, I'll take the halberd, then test it on the shield.
And so did the emperor.
Wait a minute. Those claims contradict each other.
Very perceptive, but then again, you've heard this story before, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm pointing it out, because I know this classic story.
Of course. I don't smell bullshit anywhere in this room.
Well, that's
Anyway.
good. You should be clean. That's good. The room should be cleaned anyway.
Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. Apparently, the idea had never occurred to him. And thus, the Chinese word for contradiction was born.
Little did the surprise the merchant ever decided to test it out for himself.
Well, obviously, the merchant knew it was a lie.
Did he?
Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and the broken knife on the trophy symbolize...
Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items and
Well,
the concept of contradictions.
I mean, I get having the shield, but that was a halberd, not a knife. That just seems like whoever made this trophy phoned it in.
It's a general
Yeah,
weapon, Joe. Right?
they
It doesn't
did.
have to be specifically in a halberd.
No, I mean, the story is about a halberd, and this is based on the story. It should be a halberd.
Well, it can be any sort of weapon, right? It doesn't matter as long as it's claimed to break any defense and the shield is claimed to withstand any attack. Then they contradict each other. It works. It just works. Ask Todd Howard. He came up with the trophy's design.
Okay, well, that explains why they're both broken. But also, you know, the halberd is a much superior weapon, anyways. I mean, any civilized, cultured man would pick a halberd over a sword.
Well, personally, I think a lance is the true gentleman's weapon, but that's neither here nor there.
I mean, a halberd and lance are close enough. Pole arms, they kind of all have the same general vibe.
Anyways, the ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words. But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion. Even if it results in something as ugly as this.
Ugly as what?
Oh, thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something today. I don't do that in school.
That's funny. Also, so if that's so, then why were you given only a shield? Were you not good enough to win the knife?
I was good enough to win 5 knives, right? You'll have to ask Chief Gant why the knife is missing. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished.
See, just because you call it a halberd doesn't make it so. I'm gonna have to bring this up with Gant. I got a lot of words for him now. Chief Gant. I don't think this guy knows what a halberd is.
Sharp, pointy object, right? Why do you have to nitpick everything? It fits the story.
Yes, but a halberd is the blade on a very long pole that has a very different build from a knife.
I know what a halberd is, right? I love the Steel Samurai, for God's sake.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We gotta talk to Gant about this. You know, yeah, come with me. You clearly have our strong opinions on this too.
Right, I understand if you have time all day to argue about weapons, but I don't. I have a job that I like to do, and I take seriously.
No, you don't. You just threw down a resignation letter. You don't care about this job at all.
Oh, God damn it, he's right. Literally.
Exactly, that's why they call me that.
He threw down the resignation
Well,
letter.
you took my resignation paper and crumbled it up, so now I have to start all over.
No, you crumpled it up. I uncrumpled
Resigning
it.
because he cares too much.
You stole it from me.
No, I just picked it up. If you want it back, you can have it back.
I don't. You can keep it. I don't want it anymore. It has your germs on it.
I mean, I can spray it down with some Lysol and hand it back. I mean, if you want.
It has right keys. I don't desire it any further.
Well, fine, be that way. I'll talk to Gant myself then. I'll get a Hellgate trophy.
Fine, I will. If you love Chief Gun so much, why don't you just fucking marry him?
You know, maybe I will.
Well, maybe you should.
Okay, fine then.
Well, is every interaction with you two like that?
Yeah, we have fun.
Who could this be?
I don't know who this is.
I think it's the lady.
A general excuse me until they reveal themselves. Okay.
Excuse me. Oh.
Would either of you
Talked up something fierce that time.
would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef? Actually, no, I don't want that. I already had corned beef. Miss Star! I guess she's out of lunches, despite the fact she's holding one in her hand right there. So then again, you have a wrapped up one in that image there. I'm confused. You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kinda like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk. Okay, you could go with that.
Wow, she really is the comic queen.
Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago. Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Seems crazy every time we get into a case, there's some big backstory to it all the time.
So far, I am following the game for 2 sips every time you say 2 years ago. And my god.
I'm just drinking.
Rip Shima. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from the case was due for transferal. This can't be attributed to mere coincidence. Aren't you forgetting something? You know, that little scene I happened to witness. Oh, right, the instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. Oh, I forget, did I throw away that zombie time traveler story yet? I think I did.
No, you updated it for Alien since we found the blood in the locker room.
Oh, right. No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten. Miss Star's hatred towards Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
I don't count when you say it twice.
Dang. Joe Doc. That's a name I'll not soon forget. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Oh, I just had some gravy too. Poor old Jake Marshall, though. Must have been going through hell. You mean because of his brother's death? They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Might have been his brother's ghost. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Her? Lana Sky.
My sister?
The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course, they were led by that legendary duo.
Lana and Chief Gant.
He never has his eyes open.
Ah, so when he was put on that case, that must have changed his opinion on halberds. That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out. You mean with the forging of the evidence? Don't get me wrong. Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret.
But you don't have proof anything illegal was done.
Well, aside the murder, are proof enough of what happened. After that case, all of us save Goodman were relieved of our duties.
As I skimmed that line, I thought she said, "Goddamn."
I mean, that would be appropriate to say. Why was Goodman spared of all things?
She said the last time they didn't want to make it look too obvious, so they had to have one guy not get affected.
Yeah, but why Goodman?
The least offensive.
Yeah, he was a good one.
One literally didn't know what fingerprint scanners were, and the other one was a girl who would go about making up.
Oh, right. You said one man had to be spared, so of course they can't do the girl. Most even without so much as an explanation. Then Lana Sky was transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor.
Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor.
Nothing's quite as simple as it appears.
Huh?
Lana Sky was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter. She was being used? Damon Gant and Lana Sky. Gant led the investigation, with Lana second in command. They were the best.
They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they?
Damon Gant's magnetism in particular was almost unreal. His magnetism? Yes, he was made of iron.
I am the master of magnetism.
And by that, I mean his ability to attract evidence. He was a master seducer. That's why he hung around with Lana all the time. He produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled. Incredible evidence? You mean... Oh yes, there were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him, though. I take it she's talking about forged evidence. Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her.
Huh? Really?
Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked, and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake.
Mr. Marshall?
When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would have ever recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating.
Miss Starr?
That's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that?
To be fair, how the fuck was Jake Marshall a detective?
I mean, you could be a good detective without using technology. There was detectives back in the day.
This seems pretty dumb in general.
You could lick the dirt and tell you who walked there.
Maybe the gun laws were looser back then. He could be a real Texan.
Get loose.
They'll shoot you for being Texan in Texas.
True.
Everyone in Texas is dead.
No, everyone's just constantly dodging bullets. Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she?
Texans just have a racial immunity to bullets.
Remember, shoot yourself with smaller caliber bullets to slowly build up your immunity. Yeah, thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence.
You joke, but theoretically...
Chief?
Theoretically what?
If you start with, like, really pathetic airsoft guns, and...
No, you can do that with bone. You can't really do that with skin, because your skin's constantly being replaced.
Well, isn't that like what Shaolin monks do? Is like they burn skin until
You
it goes
just
back.
build a giant bulletproof callus on your whole body.
Yeah.
The problem is that there is no like middle ground between full-on bullet and BB gun. Like if there were like middle ground.
I mean,
Paintballs?
yeah, paintballs, those rubber pellets they use for like non-lethal takedowns.
It's still a huge
I feel
jump.
like there's a big
Maybe
gap.
a blunt arrow.
More than the projectile, it's the gun itself that is such a huge jump. they're shoot. Yeah.
Okay, you start from really far away, so it loses most of its velocity, and then you
Alright,
have the
now-
person.
Now you're onto something. You are-
Well, the problem with starting farther away is that eventually, if it's far enough away, it'll hit the ground before it hits you.
Well, yeah. So you.
Well, you point up then. And
Maybe.
of course,
Maybe
then
it's hard,
again,
right?
this would build up. This would take a long time to build up one callus. So you'll have one callus on your body the exact size of a bullet, and then if anyone shoots you in that spot, they'll look the fool.
I
Now
have
you have to
exactly
train-
one small spot on my body that I've trained to withstand bullets, and if you hit it, ho ho ho, will
You-
look the
You
fool.
just train yourself to be like Wonder Woman and just deflect bullets with your with your wrist callus.
Okay, I was picturing the chest, and I just imagine somebody like playing Twister to get the bullets to hit them like on the nipple or something.
The nipple, the easiest part to train.
Why would you train the second most vulnerable part of your body?
So
It's a
so
power
not
move.
vulnerable anymore. Yeah. The rest of your body already has less vulnerability, so you gotta train up the most vulnerable part.
You make your biggest weakness your strongest strength.
All right.
Like if you make your junk the strongest part. if people will try to kick you there, and then it's where you're strongest at.
I have a bulletproof scrotum. I dare you to shoot it. See, you make it when you make a statement like that, the shooter's gonna be like, huh, I mean, he could be lying, but then again, if he does, I would like to see that. I only have one bullet, I might not get this chance again.
You know, I know you're playing me, but you're right.
That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured.
No, you're.
I am. There was only one thing left for him to control, and then no one could stand in his way. 4 hearts. Thank you, I didn't. What is that? What is the heart?
And yeah, it's all the same thing.
Show,
Even the bits look different.
Oh, that's those little animated things that they had. I can't see what's available because it says you cannot cheer in your own channel.
Damn it.
Double shamrocks. It's a lucky night tonight. In the prosecutor's office. What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred? If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along.
But how can he control Lana?
I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her change. At last, she got so cold because Gant cut out her heart like Davy Jones, and that's how he's controlling her.
Jack Sparrow.
I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Aliens, zombies, what's Davy Jones' title?
Captain!
No, like, isn't there like some fancy like story name for him that's not J.B. Jones?
The Dutchman? Like the ship?
Yeah, there we go, the Flying Dutchman.
That's the name of the ship.
It's close enough.
Ladle.
Thank you, Miss Star. You don't know what you've uncovered. You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope to turn out to be a better chef than I've been. Don't worry, I'll be the best chef of fictional feast you've ever seen. Gant's office, that's through here, right? Oh, I guess we'll get this first.
February 24th. Police Station. Criminal Affairs Department.
Oh, you're back.
No, I'm right.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were Detective Back. You kind of look like him. You got the spiky haircut and the girl following him around everywhere. It's a really uncanny appearance, pal.
Yeah, it sounds like a cool guy. I should hang out with him sometime.
And then I get you two mixed up all the time.
Yeah. See, it sounds like our schedules don't really mix well together either. So,
Yeah, they've never seen each other.
so Gumshoe, you're still here?
I work here. Yeah, I gotta make 150 copies of these files.
Are you printed out Pokemon cards?
No, then I'd be printing 151, pal. Or
Oh, right,
a lot
right.
more. Or a lot more. I've honestly lost track of just how many there are these days. Brewing coffee, copying files, playing Go when everyone thinks they're not looking. I'm turning into a regular DJ.
David Johnson?
You're a DJ as well?
Oh, I didn't know you were into some music at Gumshoe.
I do bar mitzvahs and weddings.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey.
Oh, that too, pal.
Oh, that DJ!
Yeah, you sit at the desk, you spin the records.
I gotta admire your persistence, but my answer's still no.
Huh?
I'm not letting you in the chief's office. Period.
Oh, I
End
thought.
of story.
Oh, I thought it was about her wanting to buy everyone's badge.
No way, no how. You're getting me to let you into the chief's office, and that's final. It'd be my neck on the line.
I can't believe I'm letting him into the Chiefs.
That'll be great for the cut later.
Hey, Arnold.
That office is the last crime scene of the SL9 incident from 2 years ago. I have to take a look in there.
There's got to be something we can do to make the detective change his mind.
Maybe if we got someone else's neck on the line.
Like the blue badge, or...
Let's show him this.
What's this crumpled up piece of paper?
I got it from Edgeworth's office. I think it might be a fan fiction.
Oh no, you shouldn't read this, pal. He hates when people read his work before they're done. No, wait a second. This isn't fanfic at all. No way. Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious.
Is he ever not serious?
I can't believe they've pushed him to this far.
So it is a real letter and not just fan fiction.
If he's serious, does that mean he's going to die in the 5th book? Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert for a 20-year-old book. No, it's not 20 years old yet. It's like
It's
10?
well, not 20. It's probably like 15.
Letter of resignation. Well, the plot's there, but the characters are all over the place.
Wait, wasn't it the 6th book he died in?
No,
No, it was
fine.
the 5th. It was in the Ministry.
Oh, right, that's Snape I'm thinking about.
Come on, right? You read Harry Potter as a kid, didn't you?
Snape died in the 7th.
Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible.
Oh, right, that was Dumbledore in the 6th.
All spoilers, by the way.
We just ruined the... Honestly, if you haven't read it by now, it's kind of your fault. Harry Potter, Order of the Phoenix. Oh, 2003. Wow, it really has almost been 20 years. It's been 18 years. Wow.
Fascinating.
Frankly, I thought Ron and Hermione getting together felt rather forced. Hermione and Harry had way more chemistry.
I disagree.
I don't remember much about the chemistry between the characters. Of course,
Right,
again,
but-
at that time, I didn't care much about that part.
Sometimes the girl should get her way, and Ginny wanted Harry, and that's what happened.
Man, I remember reading
Who cares
Harry...
what you think anyhow?
I remember reading Harry Potter when I was going to Catholic school, which is funny looking back at because that was like one of the things you would think any other, like, you see the priests, they're always calling out Pokemon, and calling out Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And we had a field trip to go see it in the theaters, and it's like, thinking back, wow, it's crazy we got to do that.
Maybe
Yeah, I always
I never
remember-
would have seen it, but maybe Harry Potter had some actually really Christian undertones. Maybe I don't know.
Well,
No,
mean,
I think they were just really open to the popular culture stuff, unlike other religious schools.
Only the most hyper-religious idiots were against Harry Potter.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go first.
No, I'm just saying. There was nothing. I mean, they were literally Christian. I mean, they celebrate Christmas. They go to church.
They never went to church in Harry
celebrated
Potter.
In the 7th book / movie, when they actually, I think technically the 8th movie,
They celebrate
they
a
go-
devil's wizard Christmas.
when they go to Harry's parents' graveyard, it's Christmas Day and everybody's in church.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the first book in the first
It's
movie, so there was none of that.
Is Santa real in Harry Potter? Like, it would make sense if he would be, right? Because that's Santa.
That's actually an interesting question. I mean, he's real in real life, so of course he'd be real in Harry Potter.
Oh, of course. Santa is an absolutely real person in real life, kids watching the stream. Don't you dare to let anybody tell you different.
Is Santa real in Harry Potter?
He's real in real life. He has to be real in Harry Potter.
Father Christmas is referenced in 4 out of the 7 Harry Potter books, but there's no canon confirmation.
Weird.
Okay, J.K. Rowling, is Santa real in Harry Potter? And then also, is he gay, too?
The answer is an emphatic maybe.
Santa Claus is a transphobe.
Mr. Edward feels really responsible.
When I first met him, I thought he was cold as ice, too. Cold like Christmas. A devil's wizard Christmas. But I know different now. Now he's like a warm, wholesome Christian Christmas.
Yo, why do people always think coal in the stocking is a bad thing? That's a fire you could light. You can keep you warm for a good while. Or you could sell it for money.
That was a
The
DuckTales.
Russians wouldn't have mind.
What?
That was a DuckTales episode. Scrooge thought coal was better than presents.
Also a Teen Titans Go episode. Oh yeah, I remember that episode. Santa delivers them coal, and they get all excited because they're going off that stuff. Like, they could power some trains, they could light the fireplace. Then Santa personally walks and is like, no, why are you happy? This is supposed to be a bad thing. I'm punishing you idiots.
And then he gives them the gift of wind power and see if they can make fun of that.
No, I think it changed where they just gave everybody cans of beans for Christmas. But then they get happy about that too, because they're like, yeah, we got some beans. We could cook that on a fireplace. We could have some nice dinner. We could and it just...
The only thing that you could really do to punish them is just give them nothing. Give them nothing for Christmas.
Yeah, that would... No, air, you could breathe that. That's good. They find a
But I know different now about Edgeworth, and not about all that other stuff about Christmas and wizards and all that other tangents we were going on. This is about Edgeworth. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence of Santa's existence. But we betrayed him. We let him down hard.
Detective.
That's it. I've made up my mind.
But
Here, take my ID card, pal.
Really? I mean, we can't do that. If someone found out...
they wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report.
Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop.
Also, you don't have to fill out a lost item report because you know where your card is. It's with us.
What if you lose it?
No, I'm not that clumsy.
Oh, you think I am? What's that? What's that on my head? Get it off! Right, hit it!
Hey, you got a little girl following you too. Five of them, in fact.
I don't want it, right? Take your girls back. There's only one girl for me.
Lady Liberty?
No, you'll meet her in the second game. Anyways, after all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth.
What's a game?
Depending on how this case
Because he's in a video game, he somehow doesn't know the entire concept of game in general.
Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated.
Well, I mean, Phoenix doesn't really know about cartoons. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't know about video games.
He doesn't even know what it is.
He doesn't even know about Power Rangers and shit. He's just out of the loop on everything.
What?
So at least let me do this. For Mr. Edgeworth's sake.
All right, detective. Thank you.
Even if they bump me down to intern, I'll know I did something to help.
Don't worry. I definitely won't lose this.
I believe you, pal. You seem like a trustworthy kind of guy.
At the chief's office. Wait, Emma, where did I leave that card?
Here goes, Mr. Wright.
Oh, you took it. Okay, good.
I have 6, you fool! I'm all powerful!
Big organ. Also, there's a piano there.
We're in! I hacked the door! With my computer skills!
With
And
a
I
Z.
would like- with a Z! You know, it's extra cool. If anyone finds us now,
Detective Gumshoe's a goner.
If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out, pal. Ah!
Dang, I guess someone found us out.
sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I didn't even know you could slap a ghost.
I mean, with that scream, I thought you did become a ghost.
A slap? I thought I did too.
Ah, Detective Gumshoe. So you aren't a ghost.
Not yet, at least.
What are you doing sneaking up on us like that? I told you I wasn't gonna lose the card. I mean, it's only like a 10-foot walk from there to here.
I wasn't sneaking, pal. I was just worried something might go wrong.
Ah, don't worry about that. Around me, everything goes right. Get it? You know...
Not really.
Okay.
So I came too. You got your chemist, you got your adventurer, so you need some muscle to back you up too. That's just a classic party.
Oh, yeah, you got a good point. So if you're... Yeah, you're the tank, because you could keep suffering all those pay cuts.
Exactly.
Get it? Cuts?
Aww.
Don't worry, I'll see if I can talk Edworth into getting you a raise.
That made my wallet hurt.
Well, if you're here, then what's the point in giving us your ID card? Gumshoe's ID crushed and rendered unusable in pocket. God, we just totally wrecked it.
Hey, don't do that to my card! What the heck, pal?
Sorry, there's just so much stuff in here. I've put it in the wrong pocket. I thought I was putting it in the empty one.
What, does your pocket have so much stuff in it created its own miniature black hole from the gravity? Why'd you crush it?
I mean...
I need that. I need that to work.
A little bit...
I can't get into my locker without that.
Don't worry, we'll flatten it out, put a weight on it, maybe take an iron, smooth it a bit. It'll be good as new, trust me.
Oh, sure. And then maybe we can apply some spit on it, and that'll just make it good and shiny.
I mean, yeah, that would work.
Oh, really? I was just spitballing there, but that's actually how it works.
Yeah, you are spitballing.
Who am I to argue with an attorney, pal? I hardly ever get a chance to come in. So I figured I'd have a look around myself.
You know that.
It really does have a pipe organ.
You know that actually did have. I borrowed Sonic Heroes from a friend once, and the game had no audio. But then after I wiped it off with some water, somehow all the audio came back.
Amazing.
And I'm not sure how, because it didn't look scratched or anything. Somehow it was just dirty enough, but not visible dirt, to just mute the entire game, but make everything else perfectly fine.
That's the magic of happy thoughts.
Heroes, something, it's something,
Have you ever heard the beta version of the Sonic Heroes theme where they're scatting?
The beta cucks? No.
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, look up the Sonic Heroes beta theme. It's just them scatting the whole song and then saying Sonic Heroes for the chorus.
Anyways, we're all in this together, pal. We're the three amigops.
Though then again, be careful what comes up if you type in Sonic Scat.
I'll do that search for later. And I'll add Edworth to the end of it. You want to get fired, don't you?
Edgeworth the Hedgehog. There's gotta be a lot of stuff of that.
Not if we're lucky. I don't want to get fired. Now come on, let's see what we can find out.
I got a bad feeling about this. I would really like if a time limit just popped up now for examining the office. Like, you actually have to pick and choose what stuff you infect. See, that would be an interesting aspect to, like, a game like this. Time limits for examining stuff, so you only have you have to make sure you get the right evidence.
I think it's how Dragon Robots works.
Read it, wish to read.
Based on the episode I'd seen, it seems like you have a time limit for the investigation phase, or at least a turn limit.
Oh,
Which
really?
What game?
Dragon Ropa, I think it's how it's
Oh,
pronounced.
Danganronpa?
Danganronpa.
Dragon Rampa, yes, I'm sorry.
Dangan.
Gesundheit.
Dragon Rampa.
Yeah, I like to
Dangan
hear that it is single
That game
player
has voice
manga.
acting, doesn't it?
What?
That game
Yes,
has
it does have voice acting.
That's the solution right there. Because
No, you can just turn the voice acting off.
well, that's.
I mean, is the game fully voice acted, or just like Monster Prom where they just say lines every now and then?
You'd have to check the fucking play through that. Because I know the fucking Game Grumps are doing voices anyways.
Yeah, I know they were playing it, and Terry Crews played it. I mean,
Power!
I do have that. I do have those 3 games, so that could be a thing to do sometime too after Phoenix Wright. We could do the 3 Phoenix Wrights and do the 3 Danganronpas, and then find some other law-based visual novel.
3 Danganronpas.
Wait, what?
Danganronpas.
What was-
do all the Ace Attorney games, all
Well,
like 7 of them.
well, yeah, we could do the first 3, and then save the other 3 when I get a 3DS capture card. So that desk on the other side of the room, was that your sister's?
Well, Apollo Justice and the Investigations game are both on the DS, regular DS.
Yeah, but a 3DS can also play DS games.
Can it?
Yeah,
Can't.
that's
yes,
why.
that's where... About that desk, yes, that's where I was waiting for Lana.
I don't know if you're right.
I've played DS games on my 3DS.
Liar.
Well, I mean, the original 3DS could play them. I don't know if they got rid of that for the new 3DS.
I can attest to the 3DS. At least my 3DS plays DS games.
I mean, I have a launch day 3DS, so it probably has all the fancy stuff.
Oh, that day 2 years ago.
2 years. Wait, Emma, no, you're underage. You can't be drinking.
I'm drinking hot sauce.
Ah, right. Is anyone using it now? The desk, not the hot sauce.
No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gant's office now. 2 desks. Can you believe it? I can't even afford vision, and he gets 2 desks and a pipe organ.
Or a backpack.
He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene.
That's a strange reason to leave it there. Wait, so you're telling me he preserved the crime scene so much, he got the office and then just it just tripled its size just so he could leave that section of the room alone, untouched for 2 years?
Gant's a lot of things, but dedicated certainly is one. He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. Look at this crime scene and remember the dead body that was here. He told us so himself at our New Year's.
I mean, at the very least, they didn't leave the dead body there too, because, yeesh.
Well, actually, he did, pal, but it took a lot of convincing to finally get him to that. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time.
I see. With my eyes.
So ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk?
No one except Chief Gant and the cleaning lady who was in here this morning. Gladys is such a nice lady.
Still, 2 years have passed since that incident.
Monster.
It said only 2 years and not ago. Does that count still?
I drink anyhow.
There can't possibly be any clues remaining.
Can I ask you something?
Sure. You just did.
Ah, you got me, pal. Okay, can I ask you something besides this question?
Yeah, sure.
You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's your only reason for coming in here, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure. Why do you ask?
You don't think... Nah, you wouldn't be. Would you?
Be what?
No. You wouldn't, No. No, there's no way. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Forget I even bring it up.
Brag!
Okay, I mean, I was thinking maybe of trying out the organ, but, nah. Okay, let's look around a bit more.
I think that made a lot of noise. Wait, hold on! Not so fast, buddy!
Well, I know, but that's why I do it last, so that way we can play it and then get out of here.
Hold your horses, pal.
Huh? What is it?
Cool your jets, Ace. Rein it in, hotshot. When someone tells you, don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal.
Oh, is it?
I was being facetious, or ironic. I don't know what those 2 words mean, but one of them has to be right. You just don't let it go at that.
Sorry. This guy's starting to get on my nerves. I mean, I'm just being a polite man here.
This is how all the novels work, pal.
Oh, right. Okay, so what's bothering you?
Thank you for asking, my good chum. You two don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you? You don't think he's sus?
Sus?
He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him?
No, I'm
Is he
right.
right?
No, I'm right. You just called me right after that.
I'm saying he's right, Mr. Wright.
No, but I'm right.
Am I right?
Emma's head is shaped like.
Chief Gant. So it's finally come to this.
Come.
What do I think of him? Is he perhaps sus? Perhaps.
Righto, what do you think of me?
Oh, perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings yet. I'll wait till I see him vent.
There you go, ignoring me again for your inner monologue. You know, I can have dialogues with you, pal. I'm smart. I can provide.
No,
That's the word.
No, sorry, Gumshoe. Nah, it's nothing issue. It's just sometimes my vision just completely fades and it just feels like perfect monologue moments.
You should probably see a doctor about that.
You know, I've been told that a lot, and I mean, I'm still doing fine.
Well, as long as you're feeling fine, pal, but still,
Yeah,
that
the fact
sounds...
that it might be partially possessed.
You do hang out with a lot of ghosts.
Yeah, you know, I do, really. I mean, I work in an office where somebody died. That's probably not the best thing. Of course, then again, so is Gant, so he looks mostly fine. No, he pauses a lot, too. Maybe there is something about this.
That's interesting.
This is the real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons. Wait, is this the knife from the trophy?
These nuts? No, that's green.
Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for imitations or frauds.
Or maybe he polished it, or the light's making it look light. First the pipe organ, now this armor. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room?
What? You mean we're paying for this?
You pay taxes at 16?
Well, spiritually. I pay soul dollars, living in this country. That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes from now on. I'm going off the grid, Mr. Wright. I'm throwing away my social security number.
You don't have any taxes to pay, though.
Be careful with what you say. Who knows? The chief may be hiding in this armor as we speak. Or worse, the IRS. You really don't want to mess with them, pal.
Oh god, yeah, I mean, they went after Yoshi and he was never the same. Although, I don't think he'd fit in there. And there'd only be one guy from the IRS. I think we could take him. There's 3 of us and 1 of him.
I can see how the point there, pal, but I wouldn't underestimate the IRS.
Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out.
Why?
Cut it out. You guys don't know how scary that guy can be.
I don't understand why Emma's saying that he can't take armor off.
Maybe because he's so big, it was a strain to put it on, and then it got the clasp stuck, like the guy, like the purple guy at Five Nights at Freddy's, and he's trapped in the animatronic forever.
Yeah, or it's like Iron Man armor. You can get stuck in there if you forget the password or something.
See, we gotta drag in every property we can in here. That's how you get the views on YouTube.
You can
Right is Ness. And the man behind the throttle.
fans! You can see pretty far from 15 stories up. Fun fact, it would take 10 seconds to reach the ground from this height. If you were to drop that suit of armor from here...
At first, the chief wanted to use stained glass in his window.
I was saying something!
Yeah, if the chief can't get out, we could take care of it easy. Or the IRS. We could get rid of this IRS guy real quick.
That transition was fucking insane.
Really? Why didn't he?
They say he changed his mind because he wouldn't be able to see the view.
Oh, that makes sense.
Stained glass or not, it's a huge window.
So anyway, about chucking this armor out the window. We doing this, or am I just spitballing here?
Let's wait until we finish everything else here.
Woo! Vandalism! size of Chief Gant's desk.
Speaking of that, when we were here earlier... Timber.
No, it's long
Oh, that
pauses.
is me.
It's long pauses, everything before Gant.
Oh, it's you two.
Chief Gant! Gant! He put that paper he was reading in his desk. Desk.
He's remembering his own thoughts. What a pointless interlude.
I wonder what he was reading.
This looks like a list of evidence.
Oh, I was hoping for something more interesting.
What's more exciting than a list of evidence, pal? It's about the case, all the nitty-gritty details.
Yeah, but it would have been cool if he was reading some sort of, like, weird comic or something.
I don't know, Gant would be kind of a weird person to just read a comic out of nowhere. Unless it's a thriller,
If you ever want to hide what you're reading, bring up some porn. And then pretend like that's what they caught you looking at.
It's a good idea. I wish I knew that a few years ago. Man, I just don't give a shit either way.
The classic YouTube comment of, my parents walked in while I was watching this, so I just brought up porn because it's easier to explain.
Tony.
A list of evidence.
In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this, though. It's kind of short.
Ah, you know, Edgeworth was saying the same thing.
Find a nickel every time someone said that. It's twice as much as you'd think.
Hey, look at the case name.
D's nuts.
D's nuts incident. Oh wait, that was a smudge on the title. SL9 incident. I wonder what this is.
What a smudge.
Hold on, detective. What did you just say?
These nuts?
D's nuts. I said D's nuts, and then after that I said, I wonder what.
D's nuts, you say? No, we should probably focus on the evidence list. Normally they're twice as long. That's what she said.
What she said about what?
About it's twice as long.
Yeah, but what? What's twice as long?
The lists. Oh wait, no, it's Edgeworth. That's what he said. Okay, sorry, I had an extra S on there.
Orlana Sky is a she. She would be saying that.
Yeah, but I haven't heard her say it personally, so I don't want to commit to that.
Anyway, that's what it is. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence.
A half-size list of evidence.
The list of evidence. It seems too short.
God, why do we have to like go back to this after we just listened to it?
Most lists run twice as long. Don't interrupt me in my own goddamn flashback.
What would the other half of the list be doing here? Wait, is it saying they're two different halves?
I don't. The chief must be hiding something about that case.
It would appear so. Unless both these halves... Oh, it was ripped in half. I mean, wouldn't that be obvious? I mean, if Edgeworth saw a list...
noticed the air marks before.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the more notable thing. Not, oh, this list is half as long. Oh, hey, this list is literally ripped. There was more to this, but it's gone now.
Clearly, there was a half for each Goodman that died.
Wow, look at the size of Chief Gant's desk. I feel like I've been here before. Have we been here before?
Chief can't.
We found this inside the drawer. A list of evidence from the SL9 incident.
Mr. Edgeworth had the other half of that list.
What would this list be doing here? We better look a little more into this list.
Yeah.
Wait, if you look at this one, and then look at the one Edgeworth had, to pull them together, they form a heart.
Now, do remember that you can't look at evidence.
What was that, Timber?
I said, do remember that you can look at evidence in this game.
Can I?
Yeah, remember? You can, like, look at it in 3D.
But it's a piece of paper. I saw something about a safe, but I didn't pay attention.
He said this is a safe, isn't it?
Ah, yes, this is a safe, isn't it?
Safe. That word is ripe with intrigue.
Alright, if you say so.
It's a safe for walk.
It looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel in order to open it. All right, here we go.
We can enter the code! A 7-digit number. I think I might know just what it is. Let's see. 8,008. Let's see. 8.
7. Do you know what it is? I just keep saying 7 over and over and over, but I don't know.
I
why.
have a hunch.
Oh, I know. You want to try my birthday? It's...
Well, please tell us so we can give you birthday presents.
Dramatic zoom in. I have a better idea. Here goes nothing.
You could have
Wait,
paid
pal, did
attention
you hear
to
me?
me.
I said my birthday. Did you get that, pal? It was
Yeah,
actually-
Yeah, but
good
that was
number.
8 digits, not 7. Unfortunately,
No.
I think they count the 0 in front of the month.
No, it's okay. I was born on a leap year.
Ah, okay.
How?
Okay, so we're gonna start from the bottom. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Are you serious?
It
Ah,
just sets off a fucking alarm that like alerts the police force.
just game over immediately.
I guess that wasn't it.
I'm so sure that was the number.
Maybe we should check the court record again.
7-digit number. Okay, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1.
Damn it!
Wait, no. See, that's what they would think people would do. Let's start at 999, 9999. They'll never think of that.
7, 7.
7, 7. Okay, check. Wait, this isn't ripped in half. This is a perfectly fine piece of...
It's
Unless-
just, like, cleanly ripped.
Unless it was like...
There is a drawing up.
Unless
there is
they
a hole on the
ripped...
back.
Unless they ripped the back half off, and that's where the other half of the list was.
They did draw half of the heart on the back.
Yeah, look at this heart.
It's totally a heart.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, see, there's Sora, and there's Riku, in the darkness inside him. That's why he it looks like the Keyblade's blood. Oh, this must be when they fought in Hollow Bastion, and Sora gave up. I wonder what this is. I wonder what this is. Looks like someone drew some kind of sketch. Spoilers for the first game that also came out 20 years ago. Or everything... What?
It's like 2006.
Okay, that's almost 20 years ago. Everything is 20 years ago now. That's why I'm making that a decree. I wonder what this is. It's like someone drew some kind of sketch here.
What is it? Did you find something?
I think I found Chief Gant's OC. I can't make
Wow,
it...
really edgy. Look how dark they are.
No, Lana, you can't say that.
Well, I'm just saying they're dark like the darkness.
Okay.
Also, I'm Emma, you bitch.
Whatever. You both look the same to me. You got the same last name.
My tits aren't as big as hers. Yet.
I can't make it out. I better keep quiet about it for now. Huh? Oh, no. It's probably nothing. Oh, you know, it's probably your character here, like one of those promo sketches.
It's just two people playing Wii Sports.
Yeah, it's just being supportive, putting a hand on their shoulder and offering them a candy bar.
Why are your eyes moving about? Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright?
Because I'm just imagining this guy giving his poor friend fell and skinned his knee, and his buddy comes in with a Hershey's white chocolate cookies and cream. He's like, "Don't worry, buddy, this will make it all better."
Oh, I want to see that. That sounds wholesome.
Yeah, I better not forget about this picture, though. Shame we can't examine the front.
Yeah, you think the evidence would be important?
Yeah, who needs
We need
evidence?
all evidence.
We'll wait for Edgeworth to update it for us.
You can always count on that. I'll count on him for that, pal.
You never opened the safe.
I know, I'm gonna get to it later.
The Chief's organ sure is a sight to behold.
Which organ are you talking about?
Also, his piano.
His pipe organ, of course. You know, the long cylindrical one. Occasionally, we hear him playing it from the Criminal Affairs Department.
And yo, he should use some lube for that.
Suddenly makes me feel like I walked into Nosferatu or something.
That's on the second floor. And this is the 15th floor of an entirely different building.
It's pretty loud. When a detective screws up, the chief calls them up to his office
And throws them against the fucking... Oh,
and makes them listen to the organ for hours in a really haunting final boss kind of tone.
What's so bad about that? Music soothes the soul.
After that,
He plays it one note off, so it really irritates the person.
no, even worse. After that, the detective can't hear anything for days except the ringing in their ears.
So it's an instrument of punishment, literally.
Do instruments of torture count?
No, detective instruments of torture do not count. Instruments of lethality do not count either.
But aren't the chief's ears affected?
he shot himself in the eel so many times, he built up an immunity.
Yeah, plus he never listens to anyone anyway, so what's the harm?
Oh, that's why he pauses for so long. He's trying to make up what they just said in his head. He lip reads.
I think he's really good at just reading lips.
Oh, that's why he's always talking about swimming. He just assumes everybody really likes the pool. That's besides the point, though.
Who needs ears anyway?
Okay, this side isn't different. Let's examine the photo.
This was taken on that day 2 years ago.
Oh, I guess the armor wasn't using the shield's knife because it has its own knife right here 2 years ago.
I think that's a
I
spear.
told you.
I mean, it's a pretty short spear because I didn't see a pole coming out of the back end of it.
Yes, what she said. There's definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna look back at it
That's
after
what
this.
I said.
The day
What the fuck?
Joe Dark ran out of the questioning room and tried to kill Emma. Is that what he used? He pulled the knife off the shield and tried to kill with it?
The day Joe Mama.
After receiving his award trophy, Mr. Marshall took a picture here. Then we went along with Chief Gant to question Dark. I bet he never knew he'd be dead just a few hours later.
Gee, you think? I mean, then again, you never know.
Just shows to show you how short life can be, pal. We're having deep conversations in this room. The organ really helps
You
me
can
out.
see.
Yeah, you can't see. Dang it. So, but then again, if it was long, you'd see it come pointing out behind him.
He's got a cape in the way.
Why do you think Gant is in the armor right now? Just watching you snoop.
No, we confirmed it's the IRS.
Snooping is always icy.
Snoop Dogg.
But Gant is the iOS.
No.
Look at that giant window. Just like the other one. Makes you want to crash through it and jump outside.
Gumshoe, are you feeling okay? You can talk to me, you know.
No, nothing like that, pal. I mean like an action hero. You know, you've seen like James Bond movies where they crash through a big window and all the glass splatters everywhere.
Oh, okay, yeah, that would be cool.
Just why I'm in a heroic mood, not the other kind of.
Ah, okay. This is the 15th floor, so that would be really cool, too.
I know, I was just saying. You roll when you hit the ground.
Trying to
Saying
be
what?
Spike Spiegel?
Make sure you're holding forward on the joystick.
Ever since making Detective, I've always dreamed about doing something like that.
Yeah, he's totally a Spike Spiegel fan. He's fucking
Note to
died
self,
twice.
note to self, Detective Gumshoe has a lot of dreams. Analysis shows 99% of them will never come true.
Oof. As long as he doesn't go crashing through that window when he gets fired.
Don't say that!
I mean, I don't think Gant would be all that happy to keep him around if he just broke his window. He probably would fire him over
Don't
that.
scare him! You're scaring him! He's sensitive!
No, I'm just saying, we can find a different window on this floor to try it out on.
Oh, I can jump through the first floor window. Heck, I think I can even jump through the second floor window and be okay.
Yeah, see, you have to build yourself up from lower floors to get immunity for higher floors.
Just like a video game.
Ah, these shelves are mostly empty. Lana must have cleaned them out when she transferred over to the prosecutor's office. There's a small picture frame on the left shelf.
Hey! Listen! This is when Lana and I went to that theme park.
What theme park? You can't just leave it off on that.
Disneyland. Goofy touched me in a no-no zone.
Oh, that went in a direction I wasn't expecting.
It really does.
Anyways, this was Lana's desk. It sure is tidy.
Lana's always been a meticulous cleaner.
There's not even any dust on it. It's like someone's still keeping it clean. So much for not touching the crime scene.
That's where Goofy touched me. He touched my evidence. I'll never forgive him for that.
Does Lana ever come back here?
No. Chief Gamma's still keeping a clean memory of their partnership, though. They were the stuff legends were made of, pal.
Does he keep a memory of her or a memory of the crime? Can't examine the floor. Okay. This is a safe. Let's try the safe.
Okay, where were we? I think we were at 000005.
Do you know what it is?
Yes.
You want to drop my birthday? It was yesterday, pal. No one said anything or got me anything.
Wait, really? Man, you should have told me. I would have gotten you like one of those steak lunches. I know you love those.
Oh, really? Then yeah, yesterday was totally my birthday, and you owe me.
Okay, I'll get it to you after this court case. After we finish it up.
Eight.
Alright.
8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9.
Nice.
Damn it. That's the only number I know.
I guess that wasn't it.
It made math class really hard when you only know one number that's 7 digits long.
And maybe if it was Jenny.
Excuse me?
Jenny's number.
I got your number. I wanna make you mine.
Did you know that was a
Know
real
what it
person's number? They got spammed so many times.
Okay, but here's my real birthday so you can plan for it.
Okay. I wish I knew the number for the freak phone. Dang. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Did they ever say the number in that song, or was it just on the screen?
No, they sing it multiple times.
Oh, what was it?
Something 555. Sweet. Is it just 555 Freddy Freak? Oh man.
Maybe?
Alright. Freddy Freako. Number. It is 49. There was no 5.
Oh, 490.
490.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1-900 490
They do sing it though.
What do
Okay.
you? I don't get this reference.
You've never seen Freddy Freaker?
No.
God, Timber.
Alright, let's go
I'm
into DC
thankful.
context too.
There.
No.
We both posted the same. God, man, Timber, you gotta get in the loop. I got a plush of this guy.
Yeah, this is like modern culture right here. Don't you want to just call fictional characters?
7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7.
7.
Bingo.
You suck my battleship. I also got a pin of him too.
Judge, what are you doing in the safe?
What number did you enter?
1-900 490 freak. I mean, I'm surprised it fit. It said 7 digits. I'm surprised it took it.
I mean, 1-900-490 works.
Whose birthday was that, pal?
7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7.
I hate it.
You know, it's Evans. Ah, wait. The ID card that was on the report. Something.
Yes. What?
The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day.
You mean 77777? That ID number.
I think you're 1-7 shy this time. But yes, it's Evan's number.
Darn it, I went overboard just to avoid that.
This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gant's ID number. His real name is Evan.
It means one thing, I think it means 7 things.
Say, anyone care to look inside the safe we just unlocked?
No.
Nah.
I just want to open it.
Yeah, I'm just compulsive. I have to open every door I see.
Just needed the lock thieving XP. I don't
What
actually
if there's
know what
another
the
door
name is.
inside of it, though?
It's not like you
Ah,
actually keep the cakes from the cake stall.
I mean, you can if you're low level enough where it's good healing.
Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away?
I mean, he probably has a lot of 50s stashed away. He just hands those out to everybody.
Is my bonus in there? I could use it early.
Look, it's
A shard from a broken cup. Well, this is useless.
Well, I mean, we could take it to the Antiques Roadshow and see if it's worth your bonus.
I don't know, man. Who's just gonna buy a shard of a vase or something?
People buy crazy things.
That is true.
So,
This somehow looks familiar.
yes, thank you, Thoughts. Somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before?
Good work, Brain.
Totally different voice voicing in his head.
Thank you, alternate personality. I knew you would come in handy one day.
there's something else in here, too.
It's a penis. Oh.
What's this?
No, it's a papyrus.
It looks like, no, we're past the Undertale stuff. It looks like a piece of leather cloth.
Yeah, a papyrus.
Is papyrus leather? I thought that was more of like silk.
It's paper.
I don't go to school to learn about paper. I don't go to school to learn about science. This is a handprint, isn't it?
I don't know, is it? You're the science girl.
According to my scientific deduction, yeah, I think so.
Ah, good.
Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think the chief made up the design? Holy crap, he's a fashion artist just the same as a police detective.
God, he's unstoppable.
I don't think so.
So he plagiarized it? No. Well, it was just a thought.
Oh, so you saw a Thought wearing the design?
Is that it? Is that all that was in the safe? No money?
Apparently so. It's empty now.
Just like my hopes and dreams. A piece of cloth with a handprint on it and a broken shard from a cup.
They look like pieces of evidence. Of course, then again, everything is evidence if you look hard enough.
Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case. I'm afraid I can't just let you take them.
Unless you can prove they have something to do with this case.
After all, it's my neck on the line here, pal.
Evidence law.
Great. Now I have to
Edward
prove
Law.
their relevancy to get them.
He does.
How are these
Fruit
two...
from a poison bush or whatever it's called. You broke in the first place. No actual case law.
Alright, how are these two items related to the SL9 incident? What crazy conundrum can I think of?
Come on, there's gotta be something we can show the detective.
Clearly, this hand was the killer's hand.
Hand of fate! Ah!
I just know it. Wait, there we go. I forgot buttons. What?
I was just, because I shot a hand of fate, I was just explaining that I was watching Digimon stuff today.
Ah.
Oh, for some reason I thought that was a Yu-Gi-Oh quote because I think that's the Dark
Wait,
Magician's
yeah,
dance.
what are they? I thought that was just Dark Magic Attack.
Digimon's attack.
Dark Yes,
It's a
but you're right.
different
It
game
is
called
also-
Hand of Fate, which is great.
I thought in Digimon it was called Fist of Fate for alliteration.
Wait, what
Now
move
you-
is that in Digimon?
Fist of Fate
Angemon.
and
Ah,
it's the one he kills Devimon.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hand free. Oh, that's the wrong button. Did they ever have, speaking of, just for a little side, did they ever have Angemon digivolve to that, aside from killing the final boss? Because that's...
you mean like in the original series? Because he became Angemon a lot.
Yeah, well, I don't know. From what I remember, was it only just to kill, like, the end arc guys?
No, he became Angemon just once in like the first season to kill the end boss of the first season.
Yeah, I remember that.
To fight,
or maybe it's just he only ever got the new Digivolutions.
He got his ass kicked by Myotismon, and then he became Magna Angemon and one-shot Piedmon.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's just he got he'd only get new stages to shot to kill the end boss.
It's weird. Angemon's stages are like one level ahead of where he should be.
Yeah, well, yeah, Angemon is supposed to be like super high tier. Magna Angemon actually failed to beat Black War Greymon, though.
Yeah, but Black War Greymon kind of not cheated, but he had to use the environment to his advantage. He destroyed the Destiny Stone that let him become Ultimate. So if he didn't have that option, I don't know how it would have gone.
Well, also, I'm gonna just assume, because I don't recall this, that Black War Greymon, since it's an evil version of War Greymon, so they're not gonna let like the main character type die so easily.
It was a lot closer than Piedmon, though. He did much better than Piedmon.
Yeah, who was also a Mega, and like the main antagonist at that point.
I remember parts of that arc. I don't remember seeing the whole thing, though. That one thing is Skull Greymon. Did that ever come up aside from that one episode where they said you can make bad evolutions?
It came up again in Adventure 2 when the Digimon Emperor kidnapped Agumon. He became Skull Greymon.
That's true, that did happen, you're right.
Yeah, I need to go back and watch Adventure 1 and 2. So remember, those were my jam, but since I didn't see all of it because, kid, and they had played on weird times sometimes. Not always getting up early Saturdays. Did you know they actually rebooted that?
Yeah, I've seen bits of it. Parts of it look cool. They never really rushing through. Like in the first season, they already went to Mega.
Yeah, I saw it on one of the Toonami threads after they finished those. What was it? It's like 6 Digimon Tri movies to wrap up that whole thing. They're like, we really want to go back to that. We don't want to end this just yet. So let's reboot it. But from what I heard, it kind of throws away a lot of the interesting bits and just goes typical battle shonen.
That's kind of cool, though.
I mean, maybe, but it's like they kind of throw away the whole I don't know. I'm just reading from what some random people that watch anime on Saturday nights said, but it seems like they threw away the interesting bonding bits and like the whole building up the connection. Just went fight, Digivolve, fight, Digivolve, fight.
What made Digimon really good was that Digimon were like foils for the Digidestined. But anyway, I looked it up. It is Hand of Fate.
Oh, okay.
I thought it would have been Fist of Fate because alliteration is cool.
Yeah.
Hand of Fate is an actual.
Yeah, because then you can shorten it to FOF, and that's funny.
Fiery, furious Fist of Fate.
Also, I have the one Digimon game the Cyber Sleuth. I got that some time ago.
I got that a while ago too. I kind of hit a wall though. I was playing on the hard difficulty, and one of the bosses is just fucking insane. I don't know if it's like I was under leveled or something, but it was like one of those bosses that one shot you in the first few turns with like barely any chance to fight back.
I could never really get into hardcore in the Digimon. I played some games, but my god, the Digivolution paths are so fucking confusing.
That's part of the reason I like it a little bit more than Pokemon. It's very open to interpretation. Agumon can turn into a Greymon, or if you raise him poorly, he can become a Tyrannomon, or if you give him enough nuggets, he can turn into a poop monster.
Yeah, I remember hearing that. I never played any of the Digimon games, but I remember hearing for one of the PlayStation ones, I guess it was the popular one, it was really easy to have your Digimon evolve into like that poop one or just an awful one, because I guess so many shared that same route.
It's like just a very fun, crazy web of nonsense that I think is part of the appeal.
Yeah, that also sounds interesting. It's almost like Pokemon, but you have to actually take care of your Digimon to make it good. And not just, it just levels up and then you just get EV stats and just solve it real easy. And then you got that Digimon Survive that who knows when it's coming out, where it's like a survival horror setup where you can actually lose characters as you're playing.
That sounds cool.
Anyways, Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this.
Oh, your Digitalo pet? I haven't seen one of these in years, pal. Oh, he looks a little dead, though.
Yeah, I forgot to feed him. I actually have two of those somewhere.
Also, I know what this is. This is Coke. Where'd you get this? You even holding out on me, pal?
You
No.
little
They
damn.
with it.
Oh, wait, wrong ball. Sorry. Here, take a look at this.
Oh, fingerprint powder. This is much less interesting.
I don't know.
Silly.
Emma seems to go crazy over it.
Whee! That's a great idea! Let's do it! Let's do it! Put it on there! Put it all on there!
All right, go to town. Sheesh.
See, I told you, she's nuts for it.
What are you doing?
No, what are you doing? Why are you sticking your hand out like that?
Oh, go ahead. Take my fingerprints. You're all crazy about, right? My hand's right there. Go ahead, dust them.
Oh no.
No, it's not your fingerprints we want to take.
And also we usually do that with the ink, not the powder.
Huh?
Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. You know, you take when you're getting off the finger, the actual human finger, you dip in the ink and you roll it on the pad.
Well, can't you just use this instead? Isn't that what it's for? Is for taking fingerprints?
I mean, yeah, but we'll kind of spill it all trying to pour on the finger. It's usually better for like a surface, like the cloth in the safe. That.
I thought it sounded fun. But yeah, I knew what you were talking about all along. The one with the handprint on it, right?
Yeah, that one. I mean,
Yeah.
we could take your fingerprints after.
No, it's fine. Well, maybe just a little bit afterwards. Jeez, where's your sense of humor, pal? Come on,
Yeah.
I'm a kidder. Have a laugh, have a
Yeah, I just want to make sure we have enough aluminum powder for this.
Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Dust it. Get dust all over that thing. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. And then once it's been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away.
What are you, my mom? I don't have to be told a million times.
Go
What?
to your room.
What is this, modern Nintendo? Alright, let's get this over with. Oh yeah, speaking of, Timber, how far are you in Origami King?
I don't know who this Timber is.
Hinkle, how far are you in Origami King?
I am
Despite the
in-
fact you responded to Timber earlier, I'm pretty sure.
I haven't played much more. I'm still in the desert area, which is my favorite area in the game so far because it involves no fighting.
It is fun running the enemies over with the boot.
Yeah. I just hate combat.
Well, I mean, you don't really need to do combat outside of if you want money or to fill out the enemy guide or that trophy for 300 enemy fights. Once you get that, you really don't have to fight anything anymore. But the desert is where it starts taking an upturn.
Get it all on there. Don't leave a single bit of blue behind. I want it thick.
Let's not do this again.
I was waiting for someone to respond to it. Okay, Gumshoe, I need you to hold Emma back while I blow us. She's gonna try, we just want to avoid that.
I want more of it. More on there. You prick.
I gave it my best shot.
That kind of result won't be good for matching prints, will it?
You have to apply another coating.
If only you used a little bit more.
It doesn't look like we'll get a clearer result from this print.
Okay, let's try a different finger then.
Alright. Let's go for this one.
5 of those.
No, 4. It depends on if you count the thumb as a finger.
Well, it does.
Draw a happy little cloud.
Yeah, just put some happy little... just cover the whole sky. We got a whole sky full of happy little clouds.
It's a cloudy day, but that's just happy.
It looks more like a fog to me.
Just nice cloudy day. All that just means is you'll have a nice rainbow when it clears up. Got something nice to look forward to.
That's definitely enough powder.
No, it's never enough powder.
I gave it my best shot.
Just pick the obviously best finger.
That kind of result won't be good for matching prints, right? If only you use more powder.
Nothing is good for enough for you, Emma.
No! It isn't!
Don't be so negative, Emma. There's no mistakes. There's just happy little accidents.
Thank you.
You were a happy little accident!
Thanks.
Wow.
That's what my mom says. Nah.
That's what my mom says.
You know,
Oh.
if I was a happy little accident, I'd be okay with that.
Christmas.
What?
What?
I got coal for Christmas.
Oh yeah, see, we're just painting a nice Christmas morning. It's snowing really hard.
I know you gotta draw the fucking polar bear.
Oh wow, I wasn't expecting
Whoa.
the middle finger to be the right one.
I don't know if you're wait.
I,
What?
this is the middle finger. I thought it would be like,
What?
I thought it was gonna be the thumb that's the right one, but no, it was the middle
I guess-
finger.
I guess
Yeah.
you weren't done yet.
It was obviously the most.
Cover it back up. We don't want this.
No, get rid of it. We can't have this evidence. I want to have more fun and memes.
It's like an etch a sketch. Every time you create a work of art, you just cast it away and start over.
Sus.
It's like that, the salt things the monks do. You draw in salt, then you blow it away, and it's like Zen or something.
It's me?
Yes.
It's.
Let's see. I think we got the circle pattern. Oh, we got the not a loop, not a ridge, not a loop. Here we go. Wait, no, it's a circle, but it's not the right circle. That one's more enclosed. We got.
You're the right circle.
Yes, I am. We got the whorl. We got the actually.
The Laurel and Hardy.
Oh. Ooh. Oh no.
Bum bum bum.
What's wrong? What do you see?
Hold on a second. I gotta examine.
Phoenix is using his robot eyes.
Emma! No. How can this be? Emma! You're why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch!
I knew it! All along, I knew it!
What are her fingerprints doing here?
A lot of things that I love because of Emma.
Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they?
Huh? Oh, it seems the prints are too old. Or, actually, they're too young right now. You gotta wait a few years. They aren't clear enough to get a match.
They're not old enough? That sucks. That's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints.
Hey, you, over here. Over here, right?
It actually moves.
Over here.
I like that.
What's going on here? What are those kids' prints doing inside the chief's safe?
Don't ask
You
me.
just take stuff out of it.
Let's just keep this information from Emma for now.
Ain't that lying, pal? Here, maybe you should hold on to this.
No, it's only lying if we say something different. If we don't say anything at all, it's just not telling anyone.
Oh, that's a good point, pal. I should remember that.
It's very good. Okay.
What are you guys talking about?
Nothing.
Sport.
Yeah, sports ball. The pickleball. I saw that's a the tag on Twitch. It's a sport. Pickleball. Good old pickleball.
I tell you, funniest sport I've ever seen.
Pickles.
I can go for some pickles right now.
Pickles, pickles?
I do not want your pickle.
Pinkles?
This is a handprint, right?
Yeah, someone left behind an oil stain on the fabric. Whoever it was, they must have had a really oily hand.
Talk about it! Mr. Wright, think about it scientifically.
Huh? Oh, they must have been a mechanic.
A more likely explanation is... the person slipped and fell on a freshly waxed floor. And then that got wax all over their hands.
Wow, that would account for this amount of oil, I guess. Wait, no, it wouldn't. That would account for a lot of wax. This is oil.
Yeah.
Wax is oil, right?
They're fundamentally different chemicals. Aren't
Well,
they?
they're different substances. I don't think wax
what is
would.
wax made of?
I mean, I'm just thinking wax wouldn't wipe off that
beeswax.
easily. Of course, I get floor wax. Would that wipe off?
Paraffin wax is obtained from petroleum by de-waxing light lubricating oil stocks.
Petroleum is also
Used
an
in
oil.
candles, wax paper, polishes, cosmetics, and electronics.
So you make wax from de-waxing. That sounds like an oxymoron.
Well, you're taking the wax out of the oil.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
You're de-waxing the oil.
I guess that's fair. I don't see what's
Does that mean
so.
we're waiting?
You take the oil and you wax off, but you don't wax on.
And that's a wax fact.
And then you wax philosophical.
Those are wax facts right there.
I see what this is very scientific, apparently.
It happens, you know. I always slip on the floor at school after they've waxed.
Should
It's
be
wacky, you know. Waxy. Wacky.
you shouldn't be walking around after they wax the floors.
Waxy
Then
inflatable tube man.
For some reason, I was just reminded of the rat battle in the new season of Animaniacs.
I have not watched that yet.
Friday Night Funkin'. Imposto Sus.
Who's the rap battle between?
It's some made-up XP for several rappers at once versus Yakko.
Oh, I think I actually did see that scene, and Wacko was in like a traditional Shakespearean gear, right?
Yeah, his first verse, he does it in like the Shakespearean style.
Oh, I remember regular show had an episode like that.
Yeah, regular show had
Yeah,
they did a rap battle by doing Shakespeare poetry.
Yeah, because Pops gets into a rap battle with some guy, but since he's so
yeah.
nice, they
He
do
just
like
does
nice.
poetry.
Yeah, they did like old poetry to compliment the people, and they're thrown off by it.
It's
Alright.
actually a similar concept. And then the second verse, he just does like straight up rap, and it's fucking sick.
Oh, that's not good. You should see a doctor for it. Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar?
I just did, pal.
I'm
Hold it in front of me.
not talking about the door. You know, we should probably close that all the
When
way.
is a door not a door?
When it's a jar! Ha ha!
I remember that when the three of us put that back together. Oh, those were the days.
Good times.
Things were so simple then. Worried about aliens.
It's kind of early to be nostalgic.
Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case?
That's right. One of the shards had an SL9 incident sticker on it.
Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, that fragment we just found?
I don't think I can hear any bells over that organ.
Ah, true. Doesn't this ring any organs?
You mean this one that was in the safe?
Yes.
That one. Yes, that one. That one was in the safe.
I love how slow he is.
Bells. And they're way louder than the organ. It's like Notre Dame up in old head of Gumshoe. Let's see if it fits.
Nah.
Yeah, let's not. There's no Why would we ever need to do that?
Bless you.
God bless.
Bless you again.
Timbo.
Bless you the third time. Oh, baby, a triple. Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this.
Please don't
No,
crack
don't
it anyway.
crack it now. Go ahead. Show us what a rookie can do.
Okay, I'll crack it so that way it's a harder puzzle, so I'll show you I'm really good at it.
That's the spirit, pal.
Mr. Wright, here's some glue.
If I can piece this together again, it'll prove Chief Gate was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes. I wonder where this one piece can go.
Set your sails for One Piece.
There's one piece. Where could it fit?
Ya yo, ya yo.
Dreaming. Don't give it up, Phoenix. Dreaming. Don't give it up, Edgeworth. Dreaming. Don't give it up, Maya. Dreaming. Don't give it up. Give it up. Give it up.
There, it fits like a charm. A lucky charm, because remember, it's St. Patrick's Day, and we've never gone on a tangent about that.
There always has to be Lucky Charms.
We talked about drinking earlier.
Yeah, we also talked a lot about Christmas, the wrong holiday.
And corned beef.
And what?
And corned beef.
Oh. I thought you said and poor people for a second. I was confused.
Oh,
What are the process of coning?
I
We were
don't know.
talking about poor people.
This, of course, means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe.
Yes!
In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from that SL9 incident.
But,
But
Hey guys, get a load of this!
what is it?
This piece you just attached.
Oh, I got curious from Zen's comment. Corned beef is salt-cured brisket of beef. The term comes from treatment with large-grade rock salt, also called corns of salt.
What?
So there's actually no corn in
Yeah, also salt cobs?
I guess?
It's a beef of lies.
Honey, would you like your salt on the cob?
No, I like it sliced off, you know. I like creamed salt.
cream salt.
Yeah.
It's molten.
This piece you just attached is different from the others.
What? It's got a thing.
there's a reddish line on it.
A reddish line. That if we zoom in close, it looks kind of like a 7. 7, 7.
7.
That's blood! Writing out the 7. Von Karma was here. He's working his necromancy. He's using blood magic. It's a Horcrux! It links back to Harry Potter.
Oh god, it does! So Lord Voldemort is behind this?
He killed Santa?
Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe?
Chief Gant is Voldemort? Unstable jar added to court record.
You're an unstable jar.
Well, was I any help?
The bestest of help. Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence.
Oh great, it wasn't crushed after all.
If it was unfiled, then it'd be soft evidence.
Also, Timber, I'm like 99% sure.
Oh,
Oh yeah, this probably would be Gant.
now that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right, you in the coat?
No, I'm right, the guy in the suit. Oh wait, no, I probably shouldn't be pointing that out.
No, I mean, it's that guy. He's a Chief Gant.
We didn't think you'd be back so soon. Why do I hear boss music?
Fortunately,
hop
I'm a
on the
man who
organ, yeah.
believes in science. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole.
I laughed and I laughed.
So a dog walks into a bar. On St. Patrick's Day.
Just then, I thought of a certain detective.
And then I laughed harder.
Am I the pole? Do you mean me, sir?
Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave.
Well, I think you should answer his question. Was Gumshoe the pole or the dog?
Yes,
I don't know
sir.
his ethnicity.
Sorry, sir. I don't think we should be asking any questions, right? Let's get out of here.
Oh, you in the coat.
You're talking to her, right? Or are you talking to me, sir?
Drop off your ID on the way out. It's all crumpled and useless anyway. You won't be needing it anymore.
Hey, Gumshoe, you're getting a new ID. Told you to work out.
He's being promoted.
But sir,
Now get out.
Oh, wait. Oh, man, I never examined Gumshoe's ID. I probably missed some funnies.
I don't know, actually.
yes, sir.
Like maybe a funny ID number, like Goodman's is Yabadab.
Well, you can see his ID number in
Yeah, but examining it might have had something. Man. Okay, we gotta restart, quit out, reload the save file, do all this again.
Do all the same jokes.
Exactly the same.
Because that's what the people love, repetition. We'll be on our way too then.
Wait, you, the one with the spiky hair.
Without.
Oh, the one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet.
Be uncomfortable.
Me, sir? I need an adult.
I'd like a word with you.
But, sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet.
You with the spiky hair, you're free to go.
Oh, really? Wow, I got off easy.
Mr. Wright?
Alright, maybe I shouldn't leave her alone with him.
No, you don't get to have that choice.
Please don't leave me.
Ah, you'll be fine. What's he gonna do?
Look, pal, I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go in there, like, didn't you?
I mean, I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired.
Yeah, but if I knew it, I'd actually be fired. I never would have said it.
Yeah, but think about it like this. You could get unemployment. That's probably a lot more than they were paying you after Edgeworth's shenanigans.
How many ramen noodle cups can I get on unemployment money, pal?
I mean, well, it depends. How much has Edgeworth cut your pay? You could probably get a solid amount.
How am I supposed to feed Missile now?
Good point.
Dog.
No, the police department should take care of his food.
Now I gotta feed him even more police officers.
Now that I've seen the evidence of Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I've finally started to get the picture. Hey, don't worry, Gumshoe. See, if I get the guy that fired you fired, that means you get your job back. That's how jobs work.
Wait, would I become the chief of police?
Maybe it'll, like, even out the average, so you'll become, like, chief of the department.
That leaves, like, a hole open, and if I come back in after he leaves, I fill that hole. That's how vacuums work.
Yeah. See, this will all work out, trust me. But why has she kept eerily silent about it all this time?
Anyway, you listening to me, pal? I'm not just here pontificating to myself here. I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the chief again. I'll put on some of the old gumshoe charm. Later, pal.
Alright, see ya. After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions. Oh good, she's okay. So she'll be busy for the rest of the day. February 24th, Detention Center. Hey, Lana, the police took your sister.
I see. So the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning.
Yeah, that's a nice way to put it.
To come in.
It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here.
But I've already told you all I can.
What you've told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. I've had to do the job all on my own. It's hard.
Really? I believe I did mention something quite important.
If you're just gonna say that you admitted you did it, that's not important. I don't care.
Something I told you right at the beginning. I don't know, maybe it's gonna be what you said. I said I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman.
And I said, I don't care. You know, I think I finally figured it out. You're the stupid one Edgeworth is always talking about. I like how she has that shocked expression too for that.
Ow.
He's always saying he's surrounded by idiots whenever I talk to him. It must have been you all along. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words.
Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous.
So you two had a thing?
What?
Nothing.
It seems Edgeworth was right.
Oh, he was.
It seems Edgeworth was correct.
No, I was saying he was right about what I said about her being the idiot. Edgeworth.
Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise.
He was going on about that.
Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe.
He might have said that once or twice.
Oh, you got a sick head.
Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story.
Yo, dog, that's sick.
She gets a
The
sick
game
head.
sick head. Hey.
Hey, I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there's no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so. Hey, don't look over at him, look at me.
You've never told the truth in your life.
Because of a certain individual.
What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say? So you think I'm protecting this person?
Protecting? No, I think afraid of is more like it.
Bitch, I ain't afraid of anyone.
If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you into silence.
For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, whom, may I ask, is this person you're speaking of?
Please give me a multiple choice.
Your sister.
The one I am supposedly frightened of. What is the person's name? Phoenix Wright!
Yourself. The person who you fear is this.
To be honest,
Mr. Kings.
they're somewhat a bit scarier.
Nah, no one can face their inner demons. Who would that be?
Missile.
Oh, yeah, I'm fucking terrified of Missile. That is true. Why, you, of course.
Me? I'm honored.
Yes, you seriously believe what you're saying, don't you? Now that's scary.
Hey, what if you gotta believe what you say, because if you don't, then you lose. Naruto said that.
And Parappa the Rapper.
I,
Gotta do what?
You gotta believe. You Xenthori to have some response. He didn't. I guess we'll go on.
I refuse.
You seem to have the makings of a criminal in you. Gay. What with all your fallacious accusations. Care to spend tonight in the I was just gonna say in the cell with me, in the cell next to mine.
oh my, at least take me out to dinner first. If you ask me, you're the scary one. That's why I showed you you. Okay. You are afraid of your sister! I mean, she's honestly crazy. It's scammed. Well, Miss... Oh man, I wish it did have me as an option there. Well, Miss Sky, you just said I scared you.
Mr. Wright, you are addressing the chief prosecutor.
You know, it's really impressive you're able to turn around while the back of the chair is on. Like, damn. Do you have legs?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do not forget your place.
Oh, is that why Gant moved you to a new office? So is the wheelchair accessible? Because 15 floors is kind of a lot to climb for you kind of people.
You kind of people.
Wow.
I take it she's not ready to spill the beans.
Fucking nugget.
No, that'd be if she had no arms too.
My apologies. I spilled the beans. All over the floor now.
Oh, that's why you turned around. You just didn't want it to see it.
Could you please tell me a bit more about what you think you know?
Oh, I think I know a lot.
I know what 1 + 1 is. I know the 6 senses.
6?
Yeah, you never heard of smidgen?
All right.
We were partners until 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
1 + 1.
I suspected him as a detective.
Assuming he is respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? Of passion.
His crimes?
I know what you two did on that desk. Why else would it be so clean?
Oh, we didn't just do it on the desk.
Ah, so that explains why the floors are always waxed.
Yeah, she's like completely dry. She doesn't believe behind any evidence.
Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence.
Of course, these are serious offenses.
Why is it, though, that Chief Gant's name was never mentioned?
Chief Gant?
Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with the evidence was...
me. I had access because I was second in command of that investigation.
Yes, you, but also one other, Damon Gant.
Damon. If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you'll need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gant falsified evidence in that case.
The Blue Badger. Nah. Your sister. No. The jar. Oh wait. Could I examine this? Oh, I can't examine it right now.
These nuts.
Oh, there's a third handle that's broken. Interesting. Interessante. Take that. I just found this in a safe in the chief's office. Take my word on that. That's a good point. Unless we took a picture, no one's gonna. It's gonna be hard to say. I just found this in his safe. This jar piece and this piece of cloth. Do you know what these are? It's a piece of a jar and a piece of a cloth. You should, because I just told you. They're pieces of evidence from the SL9 incident.
That piece of Jaws.
And cloth.
Wow.
I understand. They're jars and cloth.
Good. I just want to make sure you've been listening this whole time, because you're kind of looking away. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him? Do you love him still?
I love that dick. Touche,
Long
Mr. Wright.
death.
It's as you surmised. I cannot disobey the chief's orders. Even if it means being found guilty of murder.
Why not?
Wobbuffet. Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago. I had no choice but to cooperate.
Would that also count, or is it only 2 years ago?
No, it has to be years, not days.
Lana, could you reword that as years? Like 1/100th of a year ago.
What? 1/100th of so take 1/100th of a shot.
In the murder of Detective Goodman.
Or perhaps I should say follow orders. Yes, that's more accurate than cooperate.
So you were the zombie all along.
I'm dead.
You were mindless, like a zombie. Just following orders.
Although I can't tell you the details. I can say that I was given an order that day. I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body.
That is her imitation of Damon Cant.
You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car.
Just as I suspected. Totally. And not any of the other crackpot theories I've said. Those were just jokes. Ha ha ha.
You can't take back the zombie part. I think he'd still be a zombie.
Despite... True. She did look shocked when she found the body. He could have been a zombie.
Yeah, see, there was a zombie in the trunk.
Wait.
And so when he came out of the trunk alive, he had to stab him.
Wait, this brings up a question. So Gant put the dead body in there. So what is Edgeworth keeping in his trunk that turned him into the living dead? Like, I have many questions for him.
Really good peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
It pulled him back, and it was like, God, heaven has nothing on this. Despite what everyone believes, you were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman. Well, the first time at least.
Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. And then it came to life, and I freaked out, and I stabbed him. The trunk's lock was broken. And I discovered that murder weapon I discovered that murder weapon, while inspecting the body.
The murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's jelly knife?
No.
Oh.
When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it. I still have it in my hand right now. I brought it in with me.
Oh, wait, that's not the knife from the trophy. I thought that could have been a cool coincidence. Like, that's where the knife he got to kill the marshal's brother. The knife from the SL9 incident. Serial killer Joe Dark's knife.
I couldn't just leave that knife in him. So I took it out and stabbed him with the other knife.
I mean, did you have to stab him with the other knife? You were told to dispose of the body. I would think you would try to move it. So that would have...
evidence, idiot.
So that would have been Edgeworth's jelly knife.
That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him.
In joy or fear?
What?
Like, are you excited or are you dreading it?
I wouldn't have used the phrase even though.
I mean, you never know.
That's why I ended up cutting my own hand.
So it was excitement. And that is the reason for the bandage on your right hand?
Yes. It seems that I got blood on the victim's shoe as well. And then... she saw me just as I plunged the knife in. Sexually.
Miss Star, huh? Why did you need to hide Dark's knife so badly? Why did it have to be a second block of dialogue? Alright, DS probably didn't have the space.
I don't know, I guess maybe he's wanted to go back and hear the other dialogue again.
It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that by whatever means possible.
Could you please look this way when you're talking?
No.
Okay. So you hid Dark's knife.
The weapon used to stab the detective was evident in the Joe Dark case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with it.
Really, I don't take them as the sporty type. So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it in Edgeworth's exhaust pipe.
And we have circled back around to talking about putting things in Edgeworth's ass.
Right. Then I called my sister.
I mean, she's a little young to be pulled into that stuff.
I mean, you know how she is about Edgeworth.
Fair.
To tell her what happened, to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler.
You asked Emma?
I told her to look inside my muffler. I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this.
That would explain why Emma is so confident about Lana's innocence.
Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day.
A bad feeling?
Yes. The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was make a phone call.
Were you excited?
What?
You know, you're like, yeah, Gant gave me an order.
A phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall.
To Marshall? Why on earth would you call him? Oh, did you hook up with him too?
No. The lead investigator for SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden, and I needed help. And then he went and did the fucking opposite. He was the only other person I could trust. Or at least I thought I could trust him at that time. However, it seems that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own.
Oh, you mean...
Oh! Not wanting the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands.
He disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence.
He had already stolen the ID card.
Wait, so did he steal... So he must have stole the ID card from a dead body then? Because if...
No.
Well, because if Gant gave the order to dispose of the body, that would imply
That's why
Goodman is
already stolen the ID card.
Yeah, he stole it while he was still alive. It was independent of Lana's call.
Because remember, Goodman started filling out a missing item report for his ID card while he was still alive.
Oh, right, yeah. But then he stopped filling out. Why?
I guess he got distracted. It's a busy workday.
Oh, okay, so yeah, this would imply he did steal it beforehand.
But it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room.
Wait, does that mean he was filling out the item report when he got killed, and that's why it's only got... Wait, hold on.
That's why he wrote "Gah" at the end of it.
Wait, where's the note? Where's the note?
Died already.
Ah, here we go.
Why would he write "Og" as he was dying? He wouldn't.
Oh no,
bother
wait,
writing
that's like an intentional scribble out of the 9. Not like a stab, so there's like a big line across it.
Yeah, because 9's not even the next number. He couldn't remember his number.
Because I'm trying to piece things together, because with what's going on so far, I thought, like, Jake was helping, like, you know, they all work together to set up the thing with Goodman to expose, well, like, Jake had his whole thing of not wanting the case die, but, like, they killed Goodman because they know that would, like, lure Lana out or something, because, you know, they're like, they fired all of us and forged all the evidence. But now that Gant did it, I'm confused. Because for a second I thought, oh, that means Jake was trying to help by like, oh, I'll pose as Goodman to cover up for you. But then it's like, no, he doesn't like them. Why would he do that? So that's why he went in. So ruin them, but then it would be helping because that's saying Goodman was here. So that would make the whole cover up for Lana easier to do. I'm starting to get confused on my own thoughts now. Did you read this part already?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
After my phone call, any remaining doubts he had must have disappeared.
So your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room? Wait, the phone went off in the evidence room?
No, he's saying that because she called.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Still question, why would he go... Well, I guess he wouldn't know when Lana's gonna kill... Wait, so if Lana told him about it, is she told him Goodman was dead, or that... Okay.
She's told him Goodman was dead, and he's like, I'm gonna impersonate him. That's how I'll respect the dead.
Well, it's more... I'm questioning more of, he's dead, okay, I'll pose as him, but if they find him dead at some point, or if we're going off the idea of, you know, she says he's dead, so he's assuming, okay, he's already dead, he's already been found dead. Wouldn't that be more suspicious if... Oh, right, he runs the security cameras, so he could easily delete it. But then again, if the chief prosecutor is saying this detective died, wouldn't you think the rest of the police... Oh, wait, again, he had the suit of clothing right inside his room, outside the evidence room, so he could change. But then again, if he controls the cameras, why set up the costume in the first place?
He wasn't sure that he was going to chicken out at the last second until the call came in.
It was a short-term gambit.
No. I get all that. Like, he went in because he's dead. But why would you need to dress up if you are the one holding the outside room, outside the evidence room?
In case somebody ran into him.
Okay, but then again, that brings up the point. If you're assuming you've just been told he's already dead. If I was the guy in the police department and the chief but the chief prosecutor just told me he's dead and he's a detective. So assumedly, if someone official higher up is telling me this guy died, I would assume the whole department knows about it. Like, this is news that is just being informed. So dressing up like him seems like a stupid idea. Then again, he doesn't seem like the brightest bulb in the shed. Yeah. So it could just be he thought it was a great idea.
And again, it's not a lie that needs to last. It needs to just be able to pass by someone. They don't think about it.
Fair. Of course, I guess in a way it helped out because it allowed this whole questioning to pop up to begin with. Because it's like, why did this guy get stabbed in two places at once?
Yeah.
Wow, so think about that. If he didn't dress up as Goodman then, Lana would have went right to jail, so that would have been revenge of one. But then again, this seems like it looks like it would open up, we get revenge on the true culprit, but she's still to blame in a way. Let's just go through with this. We'll see how it turns out. I'm starting to question motives now and not how the case unfolded. Did you read this part already?
I'm afraid that's all I can tell you.
But Lana, thank God, I'm starting to get caught up in my own theories now. I don't think I could take any more information.
You've earned my respect, Mr. Phoenix Wright, both as an attorney and an investigator.
Thank you. That feels good.
Now, please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow.
Tomorrow's trial. There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. Okay, I'm not gonna tell her it's opposite day. I gotta get to the bottom of everything. Detective Goodman's real murderer. And what went down in the chief's office 2 years ago. 2 years ago, Shima. And also,
I'm waiting until the interlude for into the next session to go downstairs and grab another beer because I ran out.
have you been noting down how many you should have been taking?
Yes.
Oh wow. So
That's why I'm gonna go down and grab 2 beers, just drink one right away, and then start.
You're probably gonna need to grab like 3.
He's drinking 2 whole beers every time they say it.
That's the rule. 2 years ago, 2 beers ago.
And also the mystery of what happened to the sword from the trophy. When it should have been a halberd, Gant. To be continued.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go downstairs real quick.
To beer continued. Save your progress, yes. I'll wait for Shima to get back before we start up so he doesn't miss anything. So now I got a secondary theory of if the floor was waxy, that the murder that happened with Joe Dark wasn't on purpose. That they all slipped and just See, I'm pulling up the theory back from the samurai case that they just slipped and fell on the knife, and that's what happened. Oh wait, cause who said it? Was it Marshall or Angel that said he wouldn't lose in a fist fight because he lost because he slipped on the wax?
Okay, and I am the back.
Okay, Shima,
Who said that his brother would never lose in a fight.
Okay, Shima, I just had the theory that the Joe Dark situation went down because they slipped on the wax, and that's how the cowboy brother died. It wasn't.
They slipped on some oil?
Yes, they slipped so they didn't fight to the death. They slipped and he just fell on the knife.
It's like a fucking Looney Tunes.
Yeah, just like how the Steel Samurai, he fell onto his own spear.
Interesting if big.
I just want to say that there is more Rule 34 of Athena than there is Emma.
Who's Athena?
A character from a 5th game.
Oh.
Or 6th game, depending on your point of view.
That's disappointing to hear, Timber. Emma deserves more.
It's like double the amount.
Well, my first question is, does Athena have like big jugs or something?
No, she's just pushed as the new big thing of the game.
Oh,
and then they probably forget about her for game 6.
So she's protagonist, so everybody jumps on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what game was Emma in the 5th game or 6th game?
Emma was in the 4th game, but she's not. She had a bit role. She wasn't like the big character.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
she was a big character, but she wasn't like the character. She wasn't like one of the characters.
I suppose.
Let's see.
I'm being vague so as to avoid spoilers.
Yeah.
Let's the timeline on the games. Did the 5th game come out when people were caring more about like fan art and stuff like that? So maybe
it came out in like 2016.
Let's see. The 4th game is 2007. Then 5th was 2013, and 6th was 2000. Okay, so that could line up. It was more when stuff like Tumblr existed, so of course more people are making fan art at that time.
God, 5th game is 8 years old now.
Well, I mean, this first game we're playing is 20 years old right now.
Yeah, but Phoenix Wright, like the original trilogy, was always old. I don't feel so bad about that. The newer games being old upsets me.
Come on, we got 2 fighter spots left. We can get Phoenix Wright in there. Oh, I was actually thinking of this earlier. Every fighter that we've gotten so far has been from a different studio, right? So have they had a Capcom fighter as any of the DLCs yet?
No, not yet. But they've also just released the Capcom costumes for Arthur and Monster Hunter, which is leading some people to believe there won't be a Capcom character this rep. Which I think would be really weird. They only had Ken, who was an Echo. I think Capcom certainly deserves a new fighter.
I can't believe Phoenix Wright is not in Super Smash Bros. At this point.
Yeah, because he's in like another fighting game, right? So there is a way to make him work.
Yeah.
But it's also Sakurai.
To be fair, there's a lot of characters in other Capcom fighting games.
I mean, yeah, because a Capcom-focused fighting game is, of course, going to put a lot more Capcom characters in.
Phoenix is like that's Nintendo.
True,
So
yeah, it is like a
the
Nintendo.
other Capcom character.
That's true. It is been a Nintendo exclusive.
Yeah.
I mean, Sakurai has been going on. Wait, and they do make plenty of Phoenix Wright figurines. This is a franchise that would have figurines, so that means it could be in Sakurai's secret drawer.
It could be. I just want someone to break in there and look.
He never said which drawer, though.
Just all of them. How many could he have?
You walk into his office, and there's just like 1,000 drawers in there.
You found my secret room. Now, which drawer will it be hidden in? Be warned, the wrong ones have scorpions.
And you open it as the Scorpion figurine for Mortal Kombat.
It will never be Scorpion.
See, it's not scorpions to like attack the person. It's a scorpion to make them freak out, to immediately run off to tell everybody online, guys, Scorpion's gonna be in Smash. And then Sakurai comes out from the shadows. He's like, oh, they always fall for that one.
Oh, God.
This is the defendant lobby, all right. But there's no defendant. I've been trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm still fapping.
And where's Emma, for that matter? It almost seems as if they're trying to break into Sakurai Studios. Mystery voice.
Something's been happening behind the scenes.
Oh, Edgeworth. It sounds like you got a frog in your throat or something.
No, that was just my voice record. I don't even know what the hell that was. That was just one of the guards over there trying to speak for me. Yeah. Hoopla. I'm sorry, he doesn't work here. I don't even know why he's here. Something has been going on behind the scenes, right? But knowing you've already figured it out.
Yeah. Also, you know, this is probably why they say to shut the door behind you, because then you get these weirdos walking in.
That's how Payne keeps getting in here.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, all of our locks broke 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
2 years ago. Who the owner of the 77777 exactly 7 sevens. No more.
No
No
less.
less. Certainly not 8, but more than 6. ID number then.
It did eat 9 though.
God damn it, right?
9 is right out.
9 is right out.
It's me out what?
Watch more Monty Python, right? It's cultured. British humor, which is the best kind of humor.
I know, I was just going. Never mind.
No, I'm not playing into your puns. Fuck you.
Well, I mean, I have a pretty strong hunch. Ah, there goes my vision again. Maybe I should see a doctor about this. Looks like I'm not the only one who figured it out.
What's wrong with your vision? You're just closing your eyes.
What?
You know, the only
Wait.
reason...
Closing eyes? What's that?
You know, when your eyelids go down, you don't know what closing eyes are? I'm doing it right now. Do you see this? This is blinking. See? Watch me carefully. Blink. You do that, right?
Oh, God, you have this condition too? Man, dude, we should go to the doctor together. We could carpool.
It's not a bloody condition. It's a human nature. Your eyes get dry and you need to wet them. That's what blinking is, right? What the hell?
Wait, eyes can get dry? Like dry skin? Like you need to put lotion on them?
I swear to God, after this trial, I'm done with you. I'm just done.
Oh, you finished your resignation later then.
God damn it. You know, the only reason the trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday, right?
Yes.
Is because there was still room for doubt regarding this ID record.
Mm-hmm.
If that number does belong to whom you suspect, then no doubt shall remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything.
True. Not yet.
In any event, once all doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for ruling.
I doubt that.
That's how the law works, right? Once all doubt's been removed, I can find your client guilty.
Yeah, but I doubt that, so there's still some doubt there now.
5 minutes, right? 5 minutes, and Chief Prosecutor Sky will be found guilty.
Okay, Earth or Namekian?
What? Why the fuck would you be bringing up anime at this time?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, look at how you're dressed.
I didn't get that joke at all.
Because
He's talking about Frieza minutes.
it's gonna take a long time. It's not gonna be 5 minutes.
I'm going for a speed run, right? Much like my mentor before me, I shall crush you within a certain allotted amount of time so that I may brag about it blindly.
But she didn't do it.
I figured you'd say as much. That's why I came here, to hear what you have to say.
Okay. Well, she didn't do it.
I figure the odds for absurdity are much lower outside of is inside of court.
This is the first time he's ever done something like this. Maybe we are becoming close friends. Lana's hiding something, and the only way we'll ever know the truth is to draw it out of her. I got my pencil right here.
I have some paper you can use, but I don't imagine that's the sort of drawing we'll be needing. Anyways,
You underestimate me.
All right, we'll need 4 horses.
the truth.
Everything goes back to the SL9 incident. 2 years ago.
Don't be stupid! Today's the last day of the trial! God damn it, somebody close the door! Fix our locks! We don't have time to reminisce about the past.
That depends on you. I know you don't like it, because your past mostly just involves your dead dad.
My past sucks, right? Of course I don't like to dwell on it.
If she's found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened.
2 years ago.
Are you trying to get me to get over my tragic past?
Maybe.
Because if you are, I'll think about it. I will consider it.
Good.
See you in court, right?
See you in court, Edgeworth.
I'll see you first.
No, you won't, because you keep having this eye-closing thing you're talking so much about.
I'm gonna get the last word in and I'll see you in court first!
No, I'll see you first!
No, I got the last word in!
Nuh-uh.
I did!
Okay, fine.
Me!
Alright.
You!
Later.
No!
Yes.
Fuck!
I mean, this isn't the time or place for that.
Fuck it, whatever, you can have it.
This is it. If I'm ever going to find out what Chief Gant has on her, it's now. And I like the final words where Edgeworth saying, "You can have it," and then I said nothing. He did, in fact, get the final words. I was the bigger man because I let him have it after he offered it to me.
What does Gant have with Lana? His jizz.
These nuts.
Alright, Judge. Finally get something to say. Zen?
Is Zen dead?
Is the judge having a stroke again?
Oh no, he's been playing the drinking game too and he died.
Xenthori! Oh, he did say he was having internet issues.
Oh, did he? I mean, he's still in the Discord.
Is he messaging us?
Oh no, I see he... Oh well, he says do not disturb. I guess that's because he also says he's in the stream. So that'll be for other people.
We can't disturb him.
Check.
I shall give him a ping.
I don't think it will ping him if he's disturbed. Or not disturbed.
I don't know. I seem to be very confused on how pings work.
I thought that just like gives a warning to other people, hey, I'm gonna be ignoring you.
Yeah, that's what I assume.
Oops. I think. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
My God, Your Honor, what happened?
He got 50 years younger.
On a nice
No, it's that
day.
guy. It's that guy who keeps following everyone and imitating them. Get him out of here.
I'm willing to wait. Give Zen a few more minutes.
Yeah, I'm willing to give Zen a minute.
What?
He was just talking though, wasn't he? Earlier, just like a second ago.
I thought so.
Yeah. Maybe if we keep talking, he'll hear it. Do you think? I don't think he will have fallen asleep because we probably would have heard that.
Why would we have heard that?
What does the person falling asleep sound like?
Well, I mean, I don't know if he uses a headset or a microphone, but if he was wearing a headset, we would have heard him, laying down or something.
Sorry, that was the sound of one hand clapping.
I'm doing it by the mic and I can't hear it. I mean, it's not activating the mic.
I mean, I heard something.
It's mine?
Oh, yeah. Okay, that was Timbers I heard.
No way that is one hand clapping. That is at least two.
That is one hand.
Wow,
I don't believe it.
I didn't know Shima has tiny hands, and he can't clap with just one.
Tiny hands. Tiny hands for tiny mouths. You fucking piece of
What?
Little bits.
shit.
Oh.
Rick and Mimi Hormer.
Oh my god. I love those episodes.
First one was good.
I like Digital Cable too. Second one has its moments.
Yeah.
I just like the part where they comment on, like, hey, do you think that these commercials just sound like they're making them up as they go?
I
Okay.
would like to actually see improv commercials.
Fucking doors. Just doors that go nowhere.
Real fake doors.
What is real fake doors? Is that one another one of the things?
Yeah.
That was the first one. The one I love the most is the two brothers and they share a brotherly bond fighting aliens in Grandma. I actually asked Co, is there a close equivalent of that show in real life? They recommended Axe Cop. They said Axe Cop is the
I
closest.
have heard of that.
Okay,
Fighting aliens and grandma? Well, let it be known that I have donated the second most amount of bits.
Ah, yes, that will bait Zen back in.
You've unlocked the most chocolates.
Just 980 more, and you could unlock a special bit emote that I don't have. Because I saw this a thing, you can set in emotes for people that have donated X amount of bits, and it's like, that's a weird option. I didn't know they had that.
What
The
you
bits?
would make it?
I mean, personally, I would just make it like different color variations of the basic emotes, because I don't want to paywall emotes. Like maybe just a gold kappa or something.
I mean, emotes are kind of paywalled regardless.
I mean, yeah, well, no, not now. You can use channel points to unlock emotes.
Yeah.
I guess Zen, unless Zen muted himself, like.
That says he's a.
I mean, yeah, like he's unmuted on Discord, but maybe like his mic has a mute button that he pressed or something.
Well, it also shows a way for Hinkle. My Steam shows a way,
Oh, way.
but it also does the same for Hinkle. So I'm not sure why. Because you're certainly not away. You're right here.
Yeah.
Testing.
I mean, I also wouldn't mind going to sleep.
Yeah, we could stop it here right at the start of the court case, especially since Timber, you said you had a 13-hour work week before this.
It's been a long day.
Work day.
Yeah.
Work 13-hour work week. I don't think anyone would
Oh,
feel
yeah, work day.
I've had to work 13 whole hours this week.
Oh, I just saw him light up Zen.
Zen.
Dost thou exist?
Court.
saw him light up?
I did, unless...
Are you sure your eyes weren't just closed?
No, I swear, I saw with my eyes. We've gone over it so many times in this. I'm pretty sure I know how eyes work.
You're just closing your eyes, right? No, you're not losing your vision. Your eyes are just closed.
No, I don't understand this concept. Closing your eyes. That doesn't sound right.
You have eyelids. You've never noticed this before.
No, I just thought those were decoration, you know, kind of like how your appendix doesn't really do anything.
What? No! It's madness! Why do I have to walk into a courtroom full of insanity every day?
There are theories that the appendix actually does do something.
Yeah, it kills you. If it goes bad. Well, yeah, well, there
I'll
is...
be honest, I don't know what the appendix does, even when it's still attached to your body.
I mean...
unnecessary. Well, yeah, unnecessary. Useful but unnecessary thing, if it is what it's supposed to do. There are bacteria that, you want in your body.
Yeah, for breaking down stuff.
Yeah, they found that a lot of those bacteria seem to live in the appendix. So it's sort of like a...
I do remember seeing something how...
But you still, it's not like an option to get rid of it if it bursts, right? If your appendix bursts, you don't have a choice. You have to get rid of it.
Yeah, because that will kill you.
The bacteria will be fine. They'll find other places to live.
Like the rest of your intestine. Yeah, because I remember reading something that they said the appendix was probably more for caveman era, but we ate a lot more plant and vegetation than meat. So it might have had a hand in that, like those old paleo, actual paleo age diet, and not the mean paleo diet now.
I mean, it's also entirely possible that it is literally just something that accidentally grew.
Yeah, true. If it's where your intestinal bacteria live, and they are perfectly fine moving elsewhere. When you move your appendix, it could just be they move in there because it's just more room attached to the intestine to live in. Oh, well, so I guess Zen truly is not here, or he is asleep. Maybe that was just a snore I heard.
The judge is having a stroke and we'll have to wait to pass.
Yeah, see, he keeps doing this eye-closing thing.
You mean blinking?
Whatever term you want to put on it, he's doing it a lot. Maybe he isn't all that well. So I guess we could call it here and continue this next week.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. I think we might be able to, if we started off next week, we'll probably finish it. And if we were to go on for another hour or so, we'd probably get halfway through and then finish it all off next week. But next week, if we start the trial, we should finish the trial and finish off.
It'll be long.
Well, exactly. That's why we could have one full stream of it. And we could start earlier since I won't have a late St. Patrick's dinner.
Oh, okay.
That is also a point. We must start earlier.
Yeah.
Because I was aiming to start earlier, but then didn't realize how long it would take just for a smoker.
So I'm good on those grounds. We can put a hold on it here and then continue it next week and get it all done in one shot with an earlier rise.
Yeah, so we'll save right here so we won't have to go through all that intro with Edgeworth.
Well, now we know who's talking mysteriously at the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, it was that weird. It was that weird guy that walked in behind Edgeworth.
He's gonna be a character in one of the later arcs, I bet. We'll come back around and reveal it with one of these characters that appears in the future games.
It all comes together. Jar Jar, he pins it all together.
It all comes back to sticking things up Edgeworth's muffler.
I really wish Jar Jar turned out to be evil.
I mean, from what I heard, that was the whole plan, and he got talked out of it just because of the backlash to the first episode.
I think it still sounds really stupid, but it does make sense.
Why does Jar Jar spend so much time with Senator Palpatine?
I mean, it's one of those hard things where how you can look at all this evidence and find it, but is it the case of that it truly was intended and then it was changed, or are we just making up this evidence after the fact because we really like the theory?
Why does Jar Jar spend so much time?
But then again, it's a lot of stuff is so specific that it's it can't have been, it's had to have been intentional to be there.
Why does Jar Jar spend so much time with Palpatine?
He's comic relief. He needs someone to lighten up his day.
He'd be a source of embarrassment for him.
He was the cringe
You know, it's
to
not
balance
too,
it out.
it's not too late. I think Jar Jar is still alive in canon. They can feel he was behind everything. He was behind everything in 7 through 9 too. He's the one who brought Palpatine back to life.
Yeah, if they brought Palpatine back, episode 10, Jar Jar is their true villain. Then we have a full trilogy of Jar Jar as the big bad.
I was really hoping after episode 7 came out that
Yeah,
Snoke...
yeah, they should do that. People don't like Star Wars anymore. Just go full crazy for the next trilogy.
Jar Jar.
I wonder if they're still making those. I read they're making a Knights of the Republic trilogy,
Interesting.
and I'm a little concerned if they do.
All right, well, for the stream, we'll end it here with that nice little Star Wars talk. So, yeah, we'll continue it next week. Possibly.
For the next week, while they wait for the judge to wake up, Edgeworth and Wright will be arguing about whether the sequel trilogy or the prequel trilogy was better. Or the original trilogy, even.
No, Edgeworth is the true Star Wars fan, whereas Phoenix is just a guy who's only seen like memes online and just doesn't really get the whole point of the movies.
All right, well, I gotta go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna go.
All right, yeah, we'll end it here. Phoenix Wright next week. Night, everybody. Yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Drive safe.
Hope you wore green. Have a good day. Eat some clovers.
Every color is green.
And remember, you don't drunk better when you drive.
Yes. Good night.